Mexico with 100% Mexican agave wine and all natural flavors. Whether you are in the mood for a classic Baja lime or strawberry, Flybird has your margarita ready on the fly. Just twist open the bottle, pour over ice, and enjoy. Since it stays fresh for up to 2 weeks after opening, imagine all the places you'll be able to pour the perfect margarita. Taco Tuesday, backyard barbecue, chewing on your favorite tea, or simply while basking in the sun all by yourself. Flybird ready to drink margaritas. It's margaritas on the fly.
Presto Reds. What you need when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. You never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it. All over the Bay Area and online at PrestoRent.com.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Ladies and gentlemen, please help the Sonoma Stompers reduce their carbon footprint by participating in our recycling program. Bins are clearly marked, and with your help, we can keep Arnold Field a clean and green place to enjoy baseball.
Yippee, skippy!
The Sonoma Stompers are proud to have teamed up with Park Point Health Clubs this season. Let Park Point's innovative fitness and lifestyle programs improve your quality of life through our Focus 3030 nutrition and training program. Or take Pilates classes, learn kickboxing, get back on the bench with our weight training program. We have personal trainers and check this out. We even have child care to help you create the time to become the best you can be. Park Point Health Clubs are located in San Jose, Fieldsburg, and right here in Sonoma. Park Point Health Clubs and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Sonoma Valley Athletic Club and the Sonoma Stompers, welcome to Arnold Field. We appreciate your supporting the Sonoma Stompers. At this time, we invite you to have a cold drink and a bite to eat at any of our concession areas. For gourmet ballpark fare, head on over to Jacob's Restaurant, located down the third base line. Fired pizza, Chicago-style hot dogs, fish and chips, and more. Jacob's Restaurant, setting the standard for gourmet ballpark fare. You can also find cold beer at Jacob's Restaurant. Ice cold drafts are on tap and waiting just for you. Guess what, baseball fans? It's Margaritaville in Sonoma. That's right. Flybird Margarita is now sponsoring our premium seating area, the Flybird Margarita Lounge. Flybird Margaritas are crafted in Mexico with 100% blue rubber agave wine. This new-age cocktail offers an authentic margarita experience right here at the ballpark. Flybird Margaritas are also the perfect travel companion. Whether you're headed to the beach, taking it at home, or enjoying friends and neighbors in a backyard barbecue, Flybird Margaritas are the perfect cocktail. Diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Cresco Rents. What you need, when you need it. And we show you how to use it. It's simple. You choose it, you use it. We have the right tool for every job. Never buy it, never store it. When you need it, just rent it.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco. If you need it, Cresco's got it.
All over the Bay Area and online at CrescoRent.com.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
Welcome to Arnold Field in Sonoma. Happy Father's Day to everybody listening as we get set for the Stompers and the Merchants. Welcome into the Stompers pregame show. I'm Kieran Costa alongside Nate Martin, getting you set for the Stompers' 6th game of the week. Sonoma badly needs to split the week and get back to 500. And Nate, it's a team that feels like the record could be 3 or even 4 wins better with just a couple hits going their way.
Yeah, absolutely. This team has all the tools. You have a really talented lineup top to bottom. You're adding some pieces to the outfield. We saw Wesley Bass this past week, going to get a new one today, and Mike Jones. The pitching staff has some really, really good arms that have produced all summer long. It's just the problem is you haven't driven in runs when you needed to, and you haven't put up zeros when you needed to in big moments in games. And I think no game summed up the season more than last night's loss to Menlo Park.
Tough go last night against the Legends. The Stompers lost by just 1 run, 3-2 final, getting just 4 hits on the entire game. Nate Martin takes you through the highlights of a disappointing Saturday night in Sonoma.
It's been a pattern to fall behind early in games this season for the Stompers. But that wouldn't be the case in a matchup last night with the Legends.
Payoff pitch. Sebastiani bounces it one through the right side. RBI for Nick Sebastiani. He's starting to come around at the plate. 7th ribby of the season. Sonoma strikes first.
But those pesky Legends just would not go away. As an inning later, Menlo Park stacked up hits and tied the game.
2-1 pitch on the way to the left-handed hitting Lewis. He bounces this one. That's also going to sneak through. Connor Johnston will throw home. Not in time. RBI single for Aaron Lewis. His 3rd RBI of the season ties the ball game at 1.
The score would remain 1-1 for most of the ball game, but that didn't mean either team came close. Sonoma, for example, had the bases loaded in the 4th but couldn't score.
Clappin comes home, hit to center. Lewis tracking over and hauls it in for out number 3. The Stompers leave the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th.
Menlo Park had 2 in scoring position in the 6th as well, but it was in the 7th inning that the Legends broke the deadlock thanks to Will Robbins.
Schnitzer delivers, and this one's hit to left field. Wesley Bass goes over. He's at the track, and he leaps up and can't get it. It's gone. Will Robbins, an opposite field home run. Menlo Park out in front 2-1.
Menlo would add another run in the 8th, making it a 2-score deficit for Sonoma. But once again, the Stomps had bases loaded with nobody out. Could they do it and come back?
Menjivar, a righty, from the first base side of the hill. Bounce towards second. A high hop for Cruz Mar, who goes to second base to get the out there. RBI for Connor Johnston. The Stompers slice the deficit in half. It's now 3-2.
No, they could not. The Legends got out of the jam and held on for a 3-2 win to push the Stompers back below 500.
Disappointing one for Sonoma in a loss, but today's a new day and yet another chance to get back to that 500 mark against a Merchants team that they faced for the 4th time already this season. It's been a lot of Menlo Park and a lot of Alameda with Walnut Creek in the cards later on. And Nate, it's been 3 pretty competitive ball games between these two.
Yeah, Alameda's come out on 2 of them. The Stompers have come out on 1. But really, the big denominator between all 3 of those games is that Alameda struck early. They scored in the 1st inning. They got runs on the board. It made it that the Stompers had to come back. It made the life of the offense a lot more difficult. It's going to be big for Luke Zmolik, who is probably about as reliable as anyone we've seen from Sonoma pitching to put up zeros on the board early.
Yeah, Zmolik has appeared in 2 games. He's gone an inning in each with 4 strikeouts. He's retired all 6 he faced. He's going to pitch now for the 3rd time in just 7 days. So I wonder how long he can go and how the arm bounces back, Nate. But he's a grad guy. And he carries himself like it. He looks like he's a step ahead than everyone else on the field.
Yeah, and I mean, it's good velocity. It fools batters. We always say if you're throwing in the 90s, low 90s, high 80s, that sort of thing, you're going to compete in this league if you can locate the corners and full batters, and Zmolik is no exception.
Yeah, Zmolik looks like he's just toying with the guys when he was out there against Menlo Park on Sunday. I talked to him after the game. He said, I can't believe I didn't strike all 3 out. He induced a weak pop-up on an 0-2 pitch. And I asked Zach Pace in today's Stomper Report the same thing about how having a grad guy on the mound makes everything just a little more comfortable in the dugout. Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers manager Zach Pace. and you guys preach winning the week. You have a chance to split the week with a win today. Can you just tell me more about, rather than just today's game, what does the win the week, split the week mentality bring to the team?
It's just kind of breaking up the season in a sense. That's all. You kind of play day by day, and you want to, try to break it down day by day in a sense. And if that short term kind of week by week, you can kind of keep track of how you're doing, and it's a good goal. I feel like to go by week, and if you win the week, then you have a good chance to be right where you want to be at the end of the year.
One of the things that you talk about, especially early in the season, is that these guys aren't used to playing 6 games a week. This is the 6th game of the week, including the 2 long bus rides up and back to SLO. How do you think fatigue plays a factor with the team, and sort of how do you have to overcome that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely plays a factor. These guys aren't used to it. We've given rest to multiple guys for sure. Not everybody, but multiple guys for sure. And, it's not easy, but you got to get used to it if you're going to play at the next level. If you're going to play minor league baseball and make it to the big leagues, you got to be able, go through that and learn how to play every single day. It's a grind, but, I always thought of it as a challenge, and trying to, put myself in the best position every day to, help the team win that day.
And then one guy who hasn't really gotten any days off, Misael Europero, has played all but 1 league game for you, and his numbers haven't declined. He's still been good defensively, active on the base paths. What have you seen out of him, sort of the grinder mentality?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one guy I was thinking of, staying in there. I mean, he's ready to go every day. He's the same. I check in with him. I try to check in with everybody, and some guys wanted a day off. Some guys, I needed to force a little bit more. And, Misa, I feel like he's doing all right. He's, nothing's declining. Everything seems the same. So I got him in there again today. We got 2 off days coming up after this. I think he'll be just fine. And, we can reevaluate next week. And when we get in those 6-game weeks down the line, we can take it by there, and just, see how the performance is every day. But he's ready to go every day.
First round of injuries sort of hit you this week. Hunter Carlson and Wesley Bass, both sidelined at least today, maybe for a little bit longer. You have a lot of position guys. How does your roster construction help fighting these injuries, and what can you say about your depth?
Yeah, I mean, it's just next guy up mentality, pretty much. That's how it is in sports, when somebody goes down. So, I mean, we do have a lot of guys because we do play a lot of games, and we want to give guys rest. But, now guys might be getting a little bit more playing time than they would have, with injuries. And you can't expect everybody to be healthy all year round. So, kind of figure that something would happen at some point. You just don't know when and who. And so it's just good to be prepared, and hopefully the guys have the same mentality where it's next man up, and when your number's called, be ready to go, and pretty much the performance speaks for itself.
Just a couple more for you here on the Stomper Report. We have another new face in the lineup. Mike Jones starts in left field today, committed to USF, played a couple years at Pima down in Arizona. You've seen him hit batting practice just a couple of times, but obviously you see his numbers. He had 350 back-to-back years there. What do you want to see out of him?
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a really good right-hand stick. Excited to see him out there, see him in CCL action, and see how he does here for our Stomper squad. And, I expect good things. He looks really good in batting practice. I'm impressed, and, looking forward to see it in live action on the field.
And then Luke Samolik gets the start, your grad guy this season, and he's looked like he's just completely overmatching the competition against Menlo Park, and then even in SLO, he's retired all 6 batters that he's faced. Do you think it's that year of experience? I mean, I sort of liken his appearances to how Max Handren looked at the plate. He just looks like he's sort of a step ahead of everyone else on the field.
Yeah, that extra year experience is huge, and just getting out there and doing it on the baseball field, a lot of the guys in this league, they haven't got a lot of playing time in a sense with their colleges, some of them, and so they need to get it here. But so there's growing pains at times, right? And so some of those seniors, they've already been through those growing pains, and so they're kind of a little bit more refined, and so I mean, he's a really good arm, and looking forward to him today to hopefully give us a good start and hopefully lead us on our way to a W today.
Thanks, Skip. Good luck today.
Thank you. I got grease on my hands.
We also, if you just want to buy a hat,
This Merchants team, Nate, offensively is very good, especially at the top. Isaiah Landry, who we didn't see in the first 3 meetings, another guy who's a CCL veteran, been around the block. He's played for both Menlo Park and San Francisco. He's great out of the leadoff spot. And then guys that have killed the Stompers before, Rodriguez, Loxa, and Johnson. It's a really strong top of the order.
Yeah, and there's a reason why they lead the CCL North in batting average. Only the Santa Barbara Foresters and the South are hitting the ball better as a team. The name that's scary to me is Tyson Ellis batting in the 7th spot. He hasn't played that much in the lineup, but he's played 2 games against Sonoma, went 5 for 9, and was a home run shy of a cycle in one of them.
Yeah, he had a great game. That was at Chabot College on the road for the Stomps. He's 8 for 14, but half of those hits have been for extra bases, and as you mentioned, most of them have been against Sonoma as well. Flipping over to the Stompers side of the lineup, Wesley Bass and Hunter Carlson battling injury, so it's going to be a tough go for the Stompers to try and replace that production. It's going to have to be a 1 through 9 effort to try and make up for especially what Carlson was giving you.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the lineup take a bit of a dip with Carlson out. I mean, I felt like last night especially, that was a game where if you had Carlson hitting, it could have made a world of difference. But Tino Vassell back in the lineup after the off day last night, one of the team's most reliable extra base hitters, and then Trent Keys and Taylor going 1, 2, 3 with him. It's a really solid top of the order for Sonoma, one of the best that you could build without having Hunter Carlson in it.
I think the guy that's going to make the difference today, Mike Jones in the 7th spot, makes his Stomper debut from Pima Community College down in Arizona. He's getting accustomed to the area. He'll play at USF this coming fall, but the numbers at Pima really jump off the page.
Yeah, 350 batting average with a 938 OPS. That was the big difference between his freshman year and sophomore season with Pima, was the jump in power. 4 home runs, 11 doubles, 36 RBIs. If that can translate to the CCL, like I'm sure USF is hoping for, like I'm sure Zach Pace is hoping for, because this is a lineup that desperately needs a jump in power, especially. It's going to make a world of difference.
He joins the usual Stompers lineup, and we'll get you that lineup along with first pitch when we come back for some Sunday evening baseball from Sonoma County. The Stompers and the Merchants next on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Vernal Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The lines are painted. The lineups are in. The field is raked and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Just about ready at this Father's Day edition of California Collegiate League Baseball. From Arnold Field in Sonoma, I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Nate Martin. The Stompers try and get back to 500, an 8-8 record with a win today against the Alameda Merchants, managed by Albert Luna. The 6-5 Merchants have lost 2 in a row, both to the Crawdads, trying to snap that losing streak here today. And Albert Luna sends out this lineup. The center fielder Isaiah Landry leads off. The third baseman Nico Rodriguez hits second, and the shortstop Kai Loxa hits third. In right field is Trey Johnson, the cleanup hitter, batting fifth but playing first is Gio Martini. The DH, Angelo Luna, sixth. The left fielder Tyson Ellis, seventh. The catcher Benji O'Rourke, 8, and the second baseman Ethan Reeder rounds out the 9 for the Merchants, sporting their deep sea blue uniforms. The vintage Merchants logo. It looks like the Mariner trident facing down. That's on the left breast pocket with gold numbers on the back outlined in white, gold trim on the ends of the uniforms. Dan Mills, the first base coach, heads that way. Albert Luna, the manager, will coach third for himself today, and his lineup will face Luke Samolik, a 6'2", 205-pound grad student from Monroe, Washington. It's been a long road for Samolik. Monroe High School to Butler to Ave Maria University, and finally last year at Youngstown State, where he made 17 appearances, just one start. A 1-4 record for Luke with a 35.2 innings pitched on the ledger, of 5.80 ERA. That 1-4 record, well, if you're a late inning reliever, you're not picking up a lot of wins, but you do get a lot of losses. He's making his third appearance for the Stompers. He's gone 6 up, 6 down, an inning each against Menlo Park and Slow. That was last Sunday against Menlo Park, and then Wednesday against the Blues. Both of those were losses. We'll see what he can do. As a starter, he faces Landry, Rodriguez, and Loxa in the first. Starting with the right-handed hitting Landry. Smolik is ready. Landry is ready. The home plate umpire, Kyle Prager, says play. And away we go here on Father's Day. The first pitch is lined foul towards the Stomper dugout down the first base line. 6:15 first pitch. 74 degrees, a beauty here in Sonoma. Landry from USF, playing in his 7th game for the Merchants this summer. Awaits an 0-1. Zamolik with a long hold at the belt. Stares into Angel Garcia, his battery mate, and fires home. Called strike, 90 miles an hour from Zamolik. It's 0-2. Landry 7 for 27. A double, a homer, and 4 driven in. A hot start for the summer for the right-handed hitting center fielder. Started his collegiate career at Alabama State. 0-2 to him. Sent towards right center field. Nick Sebastiani cuts over to make the catch. 1 out, and that brings up Nico Rodriguez, the Wichita State Shocker. A third of his hits this year have gone for extra bases. He's 12 for 32 with 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Left-handed hitter. Opens his stance and crouches way down in the lefty batter's box. Smolik comes home. Called strike. Rodriguez went to Mitty High School and then as a true freshman at Wichita State had just 21 at-bats, 7 for 21 though, a couple RBI. The 0-1 misses off the corner away. That one up to 91 miles an hour from Smolik.
Really solid velo, Kieran, as we said in the pregame show. If he can find that in the zone for this start, the Stompers are in good business.
His 1-1 to Rodriguez is popped up out of play over Albert Luna's head and over the fence. The count is 1-2. Just getting started. Scoreless game here in the top of the first. Landry flew out, and now ahead of the batter, Rodriguez, is Luke Samolik. 1-2 pitch, outside. Two-seam ran off the corner. He's missed with back-to-back two-seam fastballs. Infield and outfield straight away for Rodriguez. Playing in his 10th game this summer for Alameda. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the four-seam, blew it right by him, top of the zone, 2 down. That's Smolik's 5th strikeout of the season.
91 miles an hour at the top of the zone, right on the paint. I mean, that is great stuff from Smolik.
2 outs, nobody aboard. The 3-hitter Kai Laksa, who plays at Pepperdine. He transferred from West Valley College, a 300 hitter for the Waves. He's laid on a fastball 92 through the heart. Smolik, when he's coming set, is straight up and down on the mound. No sort of Craig Kimbrell bend or anything. He's straight up and down. He kicks home with an 0-1. This one's hit high in the air. Shallow center field. Chase Taylor, with nobody around him, squeezes it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Merchants into top of the first. Nothing across with the Stompers coming up in the bottom half.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Luke Samolik retired the Merchants 1-2-3 in the top of the inning. The Stompers look to strike first for the first time in this 4th meeting with Alameda. It's always been the Merchants scoring the first run. The center fielder Chase Taylor leads off for Zach Pace, followed by the first baseman Trent Keys. Tino Vassell bats third and plays third. Angel Garcia cleans it up the catcher. The second baseman Misael Europero hits 5th. The right fielder Nick Sebastiani 6th. Debut day for Mike Jones in Sonoma, the left fielder in the 7th position. The DH, Ben Sebastiani, 8, looking for his first hit in league action. And the shortstop, Kays DeRamalar, rounds out the 9. They go up against a 5'10", 185-pound righty. 22-year-old Jackson Garcia hails from Union City. He started his college career at Chabot, spent last year at Menlo College, where he had a 6.27 ERA. 13 of his 15 appearances were out of the bullpen for the Oaks. His second year with the Merchants, again, that was a majority out of the bullpen. He had an ERA of 6 in 12 innings pitched. This year, Nate, he's faced Sonoma, went 2 1/3 innings on June 10th. He allowed just a hit and struck out a batter. That was out of the bullpen, as of all 4 of his appearances for the Merchants. Been 10 innings pitched. He's yet to give up a run, though.
Yeah, he's been really impressive, and the big thing for him has been limiting the amount of hits. Only 3 all summer to 14 strikeouts, so been really solid. It's different, though, starting the game versus coming out of the pen.
Chase Taylor tries to drive that hit count up a little bit. The lefty went 1 for 4 last night. He's sporting a 261 average and a 404 on base percentage on the campaign. Garcia's first pitch to the lefty. Taylor up and outside, 1-0. The battery made for Garcia is Benji O'Rourke, wearing the black uniform today for Alameda, the only guy in a different top. 1-0 to Taylor. Outside again. That's a big curveball that stayed up and away.
I mean, I guess the position most similar to the libero in baseball is a catcher. That might be why he's wearing a different jersey.
I think he forgot it. If I was to guess.
You're probably right.
2-0 pitch. Taylor takes a called strike. That's the fastball at 85, taking all the way.
85 for a fastball. This lineup feels
Let's
like
eat.
it should be eaten up.
That it does. Taylor ahead in the count. The lefty from UConn playing in his 14th game this year. Starts his swing, stops it, but it's a called strike anyway. That's a slider at the bottom of the zone, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Stomper leadoff man. Garcia kicks and deals, and Taylor fouls it back. We'll do it again from 2-2. We can set the rest of the defense behind Jackson Garcia. Tyson Ellis, Isaiah Landry, and Trey Johnson goes left to right in the outfield. Nico Rodriguez, Kai Loxa, Ethan Reeder, and Gio Martini third to first. And as I mentioned, the black sheep on the diamond, if you will, Benji O'Rourke does the catching. The even 2-2 pitch to Taylor is taken upstairs. The count runs full 3-2 on the leadoff man. The changeup is now the 4th different pitch we've seen this at bat. True 4-pitch mix. 4-seam fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider. Let's see which of the 4 he chooses. Winds and fires a 3-2. He missed with the slider. It's ball 4. That's what Chase Taylor continues to do. That's the 10th walk he's drawn on the season, and that brings up Trent Keys.
Now batting, the first baseman from Delta College, number 3, Trent.
Trent's been aboard in 12 of the 13 games that he's played. Had an on-base streak snapped just a couple games ago. Slide step delivery. Keys late on a fastball at 84. It's 0-1.
And the big difference about Keys this year versus last season with Sonoma has been the hitting. It was below the Mendoza line last summer, hitting at 300 as the team's leader.
Here's 302 average, a 414 on base. That on base no different than last year. He checks his swing here and appeal to third base. They pointed to third base. There's no umpire on that side of the diamond right now, so Blake Dempsey out at second base said no swing. John Pierce has the calls at first.
Dave Hoke did signal safe, if you were wondering, at third.
Hokie, the third base coach. Jacoby Heyer over at first. A check back, and diving there is Taylor. Zach Pace, the manager. Paul Madarena, the hitting coach. Mike Nunez, the pitching coach. And Jacoby Heyer and Zach Pace get to spend Father's Day together on the ball field. That one's high to Keys, 2-1. There's a beautiful moment before first pitch. Nick Sebastiani and Ben Sebastiani, cousins, had their dads throw out dual first pitches to them. Already in the Father's Day spirit. Sunday in Sonoma. Stomps now want to lead. Taylor goes from first. Bluffs goes back. It's 2-1. Slider finds the outside corner.
And Nick's dad went more for the breaking ball, while Ben's dad just went pure heat.
Donnie Sebastiani back to his BP throwing days of old. Taylor dances off first, held by Martini. Small secondary, the pitch to Keys. Ring him up. Fastball inner corner, got Trent looking, one away.
You're not going to get Keys striking out a lot. You're not going to get him looking a lot. That was a great pitch on the inner corner.
Ninth strikeout of the year for Keys, and that brings up Tino Vassell, who's gone down swinging 16 times. He also has 13 hits. That's good for 4 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. Slide step pitch from Garcia. Vassell takes outside 1-0. Changeup missed down and away. Vassell, then Garcia. Stompers desperately need to strike first and hopefully get some runs early and often. The pitch to Vassell. A slider Called a ball by Prager. O'Rourke was set up away. The slider kept on drifting to the inner third. Missed his spot, didn't get a call on a close pitch. 2-0. Vassell takes up and on the outside corner for a strike. Another check on first. Taylor back with a dive once more. Outfield plays Vassell to go the opposite way. Ellis a couple steps towards the line. Landry is 4 steps out to left center.
If you watched game a couple days ago,
Pitch to Vassell is up and away.
Vassell hit one to opposite field. He said after the game he's been tempted by that short porch. Not surprised to see the defense shaded that way.
The first opposite field home run of the summer for any Stompers, a backside grand slam for Tino Vassell in a victory over San Francisco. He's had 3-1 here, and that's ball 4. Slider top of the zone was just a little too tall for Kyle Prager's zone, and that prompts a meeting at the mound between O'Rourke and Garcia before Angel Garcia. It's the second time we've gotten a Garcia on Garcia matchup. Angel is hitting .297 with a near .450 on base percentage, a double, a homer, 8 RBI. He was on base 4 times against Menlo Park on Friday, a game Sonoma scored 11 runs in an 11-7 win. Looking to get the offense rolling here. Taylor from second, Vassell from first. They both walked. Martini now plays behind the runner. Vassell at first. In on the grass is Rodriguez. Garcia takes up and inside, 1-0. And the Stompers doing a really good job of driving up this pitch count here in inning number 1. This is the other set of cousins in the Stomper order, Garcia and Urapero. Angel at the plate, Misael in the on-deck circle. Garcia takes a called strike 1. Stompers have been pretty patient at the plate so far, making Garcia come to them. It's Sunday. These teams, both these teams running out of arms a little bit. The 1-1. Taylor bluffs and doesn't go. Garcia's fooled on a slider and fouls it right into the glove of O'Rourke. Stompers, though, are never really running out of arms. A team that rosters over 20 pitchers. Zamolik starting Ken Blankenship, presumed to be the first guy out of the bullpen. Taylor bluffs and doesn't go from second, and the pitch is outside. An aggressive secondary from Taylor, who we've already seen steal 3 bases this season. Angel Garcia played his freshman season at Coppin State, waiting to announce where he'll play this fall. A lot of room if he can hit it to the right side of the infield. The pitch to him is bounced foul towards the third base dugout. That's the curveball down below the zone. A great pitch where you have to protect, and that's exactly what he did.
It's moments like these where you simulate, trying to advance runners at the very least and hopefully score them with the ground ball practice and BP. Big gap in that right side of the infield.
Martini behind the runner at first. Reeder shaded up the middle for 2. Garcia from the stretch, sidestep and pitch, is bounced back up the middle. Loxa goes to second for 1. The turn to first is in time. 6-4-3 go the Merchants to end the threat. For the Stompers, no runs on no hits and a man left. We head to inning number 2 in a scoreless ball game.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
We play in the top of the second, a beautiful Sunday evening in Sonoma County. The Stompers and the Merchants in a scoreless tie. Trey Johnson, Gio Martini, and Angelo Luna will bat in inning number 2 against Luke Samolik, who breezed through one inning. Couple fly balls and a strikeout of Nico Rodriguez. Now comes Trey Johnson, who's hitting .325 with 4 doubles, 2 homers. One of those homers was here against Sonoma, pulled it out to right. Smolik's first pitch is fouled off the mask of Garcia. Zach Pace will start to come out of the dugout. Check on his catcher, who seems to be okay, and Kyle Prager will walk the ball back out to Luke Samolik. Garcia and Pace will talk behind home plate. Pace laughing, so you'd hope that the Stomper backstop is okay as he starts to put the mask back on over that Coppin State catcher's helmet. Won't be sporting that one for much longer. Back behind the plate comes the home plate umpire. Back to the dugout goes Zach Pace. Then back into the batter's box is Trey Johnson, who has struck out 9 times. That's the most by any Merchant in the lineup today. Johnson played for the Crawdads last season. Numbers not as good as they are here for Alameda. This one's bounced to first. Tough hop, Keys snares it. Calls off Samolik and wins the race to the bag. Near disaster on a tough hop, but the lanky Trent Keys turns to backhanded and then comes to the bag. Out is Johnson, a gopher killer up to first. That brings up Gio Martini.
That's why you usually have a taller player with a bigger glove at first. It's to make plays like that. Good job by Keys keeping it in front of him and judging the weird bounce in a position that we haven't seen him a ton at this summer.
Wind blowing out directly to dead center field for Gio Martini. Another lefty who swings and misses. That's that changeup two-seam hybrid pitch that was swung on and missed by Martini, who's in just for his 6th at-bat of the season. 1 for 5, but he has walked 4 times. And he takes off the corner in at 91. Smolik out of eligibility in college, trying to climb the ranks and get to pro ball. First stop is Sonoma this summer as that one misses off the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's his 4th summer ball team. He played for the Sock Puppets of the Appalachian League, the St. Cloud Rocks of the Northwoods, also the Thunder Bay Cats of the Northwoods League. His 2-1 is caught on and missed. He's just blowing it by him at 91 miles an hour. From set as Martini doing some housekeeping in the lefties. Batter's box now ready. Smolik's 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside. But fastball, when it's missing, is missing a little bit to the arm side so far, and just the fifth batter. So we'll see if that's a mini adjustment that Smolik can make. Hasn't caused any damage yet. 4 up, 4 down, but he's in his first full count. The lefty Gio Martini awaits, and he cranks this one to right. Nick Sebastiani comes in to make the catch on a line drive. 5 up, 5 down for Angelo Luna. Luna, the son of manager Albert Luna. Albert, the third base coach and manager, is the pitching coach for San Joaquin Delta College. Angelo Luna played last year at St. Edward's University.
It's cool Father's Day stuff all around.
I know. Both sides of the diamond. Luna just 1 for 3 this season. A hamstring injury a couple weeks ago here in Sonoma. He hits a check swing ground ball foul. And slow out of the boxes. Luna, again, still nursing that hamstring injury. I doubt we'll see him running 100% today.
That would have been a pretty killer way for Smolik to lose his hitless streak against a check swing that just barely stayed fair on down the third base line.
Smolik has retired all 11 hitters he's faced in a Stomper uniform. Trying to make it 4 clean frames over 3 appearances. He's ahead of Angelo Luna. A lefty standing straight up and down in the batter's box. Now bends his knees and swings and misses. 2-seam. Bottom of the zone. Smolik now can decide how he wants to put away the designated hitter. Way out in front. The righty's 0-2 pitch on the way. High. 91 that time. Non-competitive 0-2, but counts 1-2. Trying to just make that look just good enough to swing at, but not good enough for Luna to get his hands around. Angelo's sporting bright pink batting gloves. Wrist tape on both the wrists. That's obviously offense only. The DH today. 1-2 to him. Beautiful pitch that dropped down to the back foot. A curveball that counts 2-2. I think Luna wanted to swing and then was just fooled at what was coming and hoped it missed, and it did. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Smolik has that bright red glove of the Youngstown State Penguins. Sets at the belt, delivers a 2-2. Struck him out swing. Smolik loving it. Bounces off the hill. That's 92 right down the middle. Here's my best stuff. You can hit it, Angelo Luna. 1.5 in the books. It's a 0-0 ball game here in Sonoma.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Now batting, the second baseman from Youngstown State, number 46, Misael Europero.
Misael Europero, Nick Sebastiani, and then Mike Jones will take his first at bat as a Stomper, hopefully with runners aboard. Jackson Garcia from the windup delivers home and misses inside. Garcia was out of the windup for just one hitter in the first inning. He walked Chase Taylor, and then from the stretch, he struck out Trent Keys, walked Tino Vassell, and induced a 6-4-3 double play on Angel Garcia. He's behind 1-0 to Europero. The pitch is low again, 2-0. It looked more comfortable out of the stretch, I would say, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Europero wears the Venezuela flag arm sleeve on the back left shoulder, and he takes up and away 3 balls and no strikes. Born in Caracas, Venezuela, moved to Miami for high school where he played at True North Academy. That's the purple helmet that he's wearing. 3-0 pitch. Outside corner. That counts 3-2. 3-1, beg your pardon. Change up. No action in either bullpen so far. Gonna get a couple true starts today. 3-1 pitch. Europero bounces it towards second. Coming in as Reeder. Fields the hop and fires in time to get Misael. 4-3 the putout. Nick Sebastiani, the right fielder, just a $182 on the average, but swinging it better of late. 3 for his last 7 over the past couple games. Pitch to Nick. He swings first pitch a little bit late and hits it foul up over the vacated Stomper bullpen, which is set up past the first base dugout.
The past week, Sebastiani's seen 2 new outfielders coming in, including the man on deck right now. Curious to see how he continues to respond to it.
0-1, high 1-1.
Because so far, it's been very good. I mean, that was one of his better series that we've seen all summer against the Legends.
Maybe kicked it up a notch now that there's a little more competition to try and win that right field and left field corner outfield spots. 1-1 to Nick. Swings and misses.
And that's why you bring in competition to boost the play of your current players. I know it'll make them feel under pressure. You see how they respond to it, and if they respond to it well, that's a great problem to have.
Sebastiani in right today. The new man, Mike Jones, is in left and in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch to Sebastiani. Called strike 3 at the knees. Second strikeout for Garcia, both looking. And here comes Mike Jones. Mike Jones, a right-handed hitter. Played the last 2 seasons at Pima CC down in Arizona. Born and raised in Tucson. The righty takes a curveball that stays high for ball 1. A .350 average with a .391 on base percentage, so puts the ball in play a lot. Not a lot of walks. He walked just 8 times and over 100 at-bats. 1-0 to Jones is popped foul back to the screen, 1-1.
And this is someone that you're hoping can take advantage of that short left field porch. 4 home runs with Pima, 11 doubles. He clearly has the power.
Zach Pace and Paul Maderano were both very impressed with his first couple days of batting practice. The 1-1 to the righty is taken low, and the count's 2 balls and 1 strike to Jones. Those 2 seasons hitting over 350 at Pima earned him a spot at USF for this coming season. 2-1 to Jones. His foul in and out of the glove of O'Rourke. Back to the screen, 2-2. Stompers had Garcia in a little bit of trouble in the first inning. A couple of walks with just 1 out, first and second, and then a 6-4-3 double plays. Started a streak of some outs. Jones takes upstairs 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to prove yourself to a new coaching staff. Working a nice count up to full is a good way to do it. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Jones takes high and inside for ball 4. Now Ben Sebastiani comes up.
An 1/8 of the way to matching his total from the spring. That's a good sign for the Stompers coaching staff. That was the question mark.
They do love guys that work at bats and, quite frankly, walk. Mike Jones not really a threat to run. His freshman season, he went 2 for 5, and last year he went 4 for 4. Sebastiani takes called strike 1, 84-mile-per-hour fastball at the knees. Ben in league play 0 for 11 with 7 strikeouts. Sebastiani in out-of-league play 4 for 8 with a home run and a double. Let's see if he can pick up the fastball here from Garcia. He swings and misses. They count 0-2. When fastball down, fastball up. Now he's set up whatever he wants on 0-2. Sebastiani, a guy that saw great improvement in all of his stats year 1 to 2 at the College of Marin. Here he hits it hard but foul down the right field line. He'll live to see another pitch. Ben led the Mariners in average, 350. Pitch to him here is taken low. Slider dropped below the zone. Justin Siena High School, born and raised here in Sonoma. That was a 340 average for the top there. It's a 439 on base. 4 homers and 36 driven in. 1-2 to him. Inside it clipped him. Second time in league action that Ben Sebastiani's reached base. And the 2-out rally's a Bruin for Kays DeRomular.
2 innings in a row where you have runners on first and second, but you don't have anything to show for it. Granted, a lot more difficult with 2 outs. Albert Lunar wanted a word.
That slider just stayed in. Ben Sebastiani did not move out of the way of it, and it prompts a meeting at the mound. The entire infield joins Benji O'Rourke, Jackson Garcia, and the pitching coach Jason Conrad. DeRomular, a little bit of time to think about it before he comes up. He came up in the 9th inning yesterday, representing the tying run to lead off the inning. He pinch hit in that inning for Anthony Shepler, and he was hit on the first pitch. Before he went up to the plate, Coach Mayo called him over to pinch hit and said, go up there, crowd the plate, and get beaned. Get on any way that you can. And Kays DeRomular was hit on the first pitch, fired the bat towards the dugout, and gave a point to Coach Mayo. They've been working together for Kays' entire life, pretty much. DeRomular in search of his second league RBI. He'll do it from ahead in the count, 1-0. A ground out and a strikeout. The Stompers inning looked bleak in the second, but a walk and a hit by pitch has fueled a rally. 2 on, 2 out. The 9-hitter DeRomular awaits a 1-0. Garcia sidestep delivery is bounced foul over Dave Hoke's head at third base. Garcia doesn't have a leg kick out of this stretch. Every pitch out of this stretch has been a slide step so far. And, of course, a lot of pitchers like to sidestep with guys on base, but usually from the stretch, I mean, if there's a slow runner first, nobody on, you have a leg kick. We've yet to see one. We'll see if Garcia goes to one here. He doesn't, and DeRomar fouls it back 1-2. Benji O'Rourke's taken 2 or 3 off the mask already. Hunter Carlson will join us for the top of the 3rd inning. Hopefully, he does that with his Stompers out in front with a lead if DeRomar can come through. Johnson deep in right. The rest of the outfield plays him straight up. 1-2 pitch comes to DeRomar. It's hit right to the third baseman, who makes the play, and the inning is over. The Stompers get a couple guys on, but can't score any. We head to the 3rd inning. Hunter Carlson joins me on the mic in a scoreless ball game.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Top of the 3rd inning, I'm Kieran Costa, joined by Hunter Carlson here on the Stompers Broadcast Network in a scoreless ball game. And Hunter, a long way from home, from both Wisconsin and then where you play your college ball in Georgia. How you liking Sonoma so far?
I love it. It's a beautiful area. Definitely a different part of the world. Haven't really seen it much. And I love the guys, and the coaches are great, and it's just a cool environment here in Sonoma.
And what's it like to be so far away from home? I guess it's something you've done before, right? You grew up in Wisconsin, then Wichita State, Georgia State. You've been around already.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like freshman year, I was away from home for the first time. It was kind of a little weird, but it's more just the small things, like going to a doctor's appointment or something like that. Like, I don't know, my mom always made those for me, so it's like.
Me too.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that you got to do that stuff on your own now. So, but that's it.
Smolik is a righty, and he delivers home to a lefty, Ellis. It's low, and the count's 2-0. You haven't gotten to work with Smolik, but he's one of the grad guys on the team. He looks really comfortable out on the mound, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's looking really good right now, obviously. I mean, a lot of zeros. And he looks good out there. He has looked good before. At slow, he looked good. You can kind of tell his confidence. Like, you can just when he showed up the first day, I hadn't even seen him throw yet, but I was just talking to him, and he's a pretty confident guy. And I think in baseball players, you can kind of see that. If they're a confident person, then it kind of shows up on the field too.
He's behind in the count here to Tyson Ellis, 2-1. The pitch is popped up foul, 2-2. And you obviously, in high school, you work with that coaching staff, but you're like friends with those guys. You've gone to school with them for a while. And then in Georgia State, at least you spent a whole season with them, and you're catching like kind of the same guys. Here you're meeting an entire new staff of 15 pitchers, and you're catching 4 new guys in a game. What's that like for you and the other catchers to work with so many new arms?
It's definitely a little weird for sure. Seeing pitches for the first time, not knowing exactly how they break, and it's in a big situation, runner on first maybe or something like that, and you don't know how much it's going to break. So it's definitely a little weird, but all the guys are great, easy to get to know, easy to talk to, and I feel like that's the fun of summer ball, right? Like getting to know new guys and build relationships that you haven't had before. So it's been a good time, yeah.
Ellis strikes out swinging, which brings up Benji O'Rourke. That's now 7 up, 7 down for Zamolik. He is still yet to allow a base runner this season. And let's go back to that, right? Like, let's say you're working with a starter for a first time. What conversation are you having with him in the bullpen before the game?
A lot of it's, well, obviously you got to know what pitches he throws,
Yeah.
right? So figure out what pitches he throws. And then catching him in the bullpen, you figure out the shapes and everything. And then for me, I'm kind of asking, like, what pitches do you like to throw early in counts versus a lefty, versus early in counts versus a righty, and then late in count, or, like, just certain counts, what pitches they go to, and what they're comfortable with, what they're not comfortable with, and just kind of all of that.
Zamolik looking real comfortable throwing just about everything today. He's ahead 0-2 on Benji O'Rourke. Fastball misses just high and tight. The appeal to first, and Zach Bass immediately comes out of the dugout. It hit his bat and went into Garcia's glove. There's no way to overturn that, so I don't think it's going to be a successful conversation with Prager. It looked to you like it hit his bat. It hit something.
Yeah, I would say so.
There was definitely two sounds there.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It is 1-2, though, so I think we're in a good spot. Knock on wood.
Zach Pace still out there. He's very frustrated with the home plate umpire, Kyle Prager, who is sticking with his call. And so now Zamolik works from 1-2 with 1 out, no one on the pitch outside. The college baseball season wrapping up, College World Series going on. You got to play in the Sun Belt tournament with Georgia State. Maybe not the exact outcome you guys would have wanted, but what was that experience like? It was your first year, like, really playing every day for a team.
For sure. It was a good time. Just, like, going down there and, like, obviously, like, staying in the hotel as a team and everything's always a good time. The bus rides are a good time. And then just, like, it's a cool environment. We were playing at I don't know if it was a AA or AAA field. But it was a cool environment and just, like, a good amount of fans and playing teams like Southern Miss. Like, that was the first time we played them. We didn't get to play them in the regular season, so getting to play them was cool. And just, like, it's good baseball, so it's a good time.
Smolik, after the pitch that was called a ball instead of a foul tip, overthrows 3 straight fastballs for his first base runner, allowed a walk. Went 3 straight glove side misses on the heater. A runner at first for Ethan Reeder. And you were a guy that was in the transfer portal, right? You committed to Wichita State, redshirted your freshman year there, and then went to Georgia State. I feel like this is a guy on the mound in Smolik that pitched at 3 different colleges. It seems like really rare for a guy to play at one school their entire college career now. What was your portal experience like?
It was pretty good. A lot of the schools that recruited me out of high school kind of just followed back up. And some of them I just knew, like, it wasn't the spot I wanted to go. So that was, like, you just got to let them know. And then a few new schools had reached out. Georgia State was one of them. And I messed with them well. I thought I liked the head coach and the hitting coach well, and I thought it was going to be the best spot for me. Situationally, like, they had one guy return that was a catcher, and I just thought I'd be able to play there.
And you liked your first year with the Panthers?
I loved it. It was a great time. Hitting coach, great guy, just knows his stuff. Head coach makes things easy. Not makes things easy in a sense that we don't work hard, but he's not a hard guy to talk to. He's a great guy. So it was a good year, yeah.
And what was the relationship like, building that relationship with the coaches and your teammates there?
Oh, definitely, like, transferring, like, you show up the first day and you're kind of like, keep your head down, or maybe some guys come in and try and get to know a lot of guys, but it's definitely like, you gotta get to know everybody, and you try and do it as quick as you can, so that when it comes down to it, and you, like, gotta be close, pitcher catcher especially, like something like that, and being able to talk to them, like, you gotta be able to be cool with each guy on the team, so you gotta figure that out.
Luke Smolik has missed on 8 consecutive pitches after getting ahead of O'Rourke 0-2. So back-to-back walks have the Merchants set up with first and second. I'm joined here by Hunter Carlson on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Still a scoreless ball game. And there's a meeting on the mound right now. When you go out to the mound, let's say it's just you and the pitcher, I know it obviously varies for guys. What are the different kinds of mound visits you like to have?
For sure. I mean, like you said, it differs from pitcher to pitcher. Some guys are super mechanical, and they like to know they need to get their arm up, or there are like something like that. I don't know whether they need to just be like more through me. Other guys, like you kind of got to dig into them a little, and it's more mental, and you got to be hard on them. And some guys you can't be hard on. Like you got to be like, hey, you're doing good. Like you're doing well. You're all right. Like we're gonna be good. We're gonna get out of it. Trust your defense. Yeah. So it definitely changes from guy to guy, which is the tough part about summer ball. You don't know, but at school and all that, you get to know each guy and what they need.
Zach Pace still talking to the home plate umpire, Prager, because that flip from a strike 3 to ball 1 has drastically changed this inning for Zamolik, now working out of pressure. Landry squares to bunt and takes a called strike. 0-1. You see Zach Pace standing up for his guys there. I know you've worked pretty closely with Coach Mayo, the hitting coach, working with Pacer and Coach Mayo. What's it been like here? And it's just been a couple weeks, but getting to work with a new coaching staff.
It's been good, getting to hear a different perspective on the game of hitting. Everybody has a different thought behind it, and I don't think there's one right way or one wrong way. And they're also very open to different things, and they give you advice, and if you don't like it, they're okay with it, and it's a good culture, and just in the aspect that they're not gonna look at you differently or like be upset for you for not liking something they say. Yeah.
Zamolik seems to have settled down after that mound visit. He's ahead 0-2 against the leadoff hitter Landry. The pitch is outside, missing once more to the glove side. The count's 1-2. That one, the cutter. And it's an interesting catching situation this year for the Stompers. 4 different catchers. It's sort of a 1-2-3-4 rotation. You'll catch once every 4th game. You, of course, getting a lot of run at first base and DH as well. What have you learned and what have you taught the other catchers on the staff, and Garcia and Bonfili and Gage?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's good. It's good having 4 guys. Get off your legs a little. You get your rest days, or even like a day at first. Like that's perfectly fine. Much less effort over there than it is catching. But it's a good group of guys. Like we all bounce ideas off each other. We warm each other up before games with some daily catcher drills, and while we're doing that, we're just talking like what we each feel, because we each feel different things, what different cues we have, and it's just good because we can bounce ideas off each other.
Big pitch coming all of a sudden. Runners at first and second with just 1 out. Zamolik deals a payoff to Isaiah Landry, the leadoff man. Garcia sets up, down and in. The pitch is bounced towards second. Europero gets it. His only play is to first. The throw is in time. Just got under the glove of Zamolik, and out is recorded for 3. 2 outs and runners at second and third. And can you notice with your pitcher maybe any difference in body language, anything like that, pressure pitches with runners in scoring position, or do you think a lot of guys do a good job of just trying to be repeatable no matter the situation?
I think from the outside, a lot of guys look like they're comfortable. And from my perspective, there are a lot of guys that I think just trust their stuff and can do it. But you can definitely tell there's some guys who, especially in summer ball, like maybe they got redshirted or whatever, and I completely understand that. Like my freshman year, I didn't get to play much, and that's normal. Being a freshman is normal. But then they come out here and they're put in a situation, like right now, 2 outs, like second and third, like pretty good guy at the plate. I mean, like you got to execute pitches, and obviously we got a guy who's been around the game for a while out there. So
I'm just sort of throwing everything at you. We've talked about a catching, hitting there. Rodriguez fouled that pitch off and was yelling at himself after he stepped out. What's sort of your mental process when you're at the plate? Like, let's say you get a fastball down the middle, you foul it off. What's sort of going through your head in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, if I miss a fastball down the middle, not too thrilled about it, but I try to move on, right? Like you can't be thinking about that, but there's definitely a little self-talk involved. I'm not super ecstatic with I don't get super excited. I try and stay calm and relaxed and just have confidence in between each pitches, no matter what the count is. Yeah.
Luke Zamolik induces 2 ground balls to his Youngstown Youngstown State teammate Misael Europair to end the inning and end the threat. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Hunter, thanks so much for joining us on the broadcast. Get better soon. Can't wait to see you back out there.
I appreciate it. I'm just going to shout out the Green Gushers for the fellas. The fellas love the Green Gushers.
I hope they do. And we hope it gets them a win. Tie ball game as we head to the last of the third.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Top of the Stomper order, trying to pick up Luke Samolik, who's thrown 3 shutout innings, but that has not been helped by his offense. 0-0, bottom of the third. Taylor, Keys, and Vassell. Stompers had 2 base runners in both the first and second without a hit, and it did not yield a run. Chase walked in the first inning. He takes a called strike, and Zach Pace is frustrated at the mouth of that first base dugout, and I really think he has a case on the check swing foul ball back in the top of this inning. Taylor takes low. The count's 1-1, and it clearly rattled Luke Zamolik.
Absolutely.
He'd struck out Tyson Ellis, and then he was 0-2 on Benji O'Rourke, who checked his swing on a pitch in. Angel Garcia and Zach Pace claimed that it was a foul ball. Kyle Prager said no. He'd walked the next 2 Zamolik. Taylor takes inside, and that's where we've seen the zone close up from Kyle Prager. Nothing given in to a lefty so far.
And going back to that play, I really liked what Hunter Carlson said about body language, because there was a little bit of a difference. Mo looked very confident on the mound, and he looked a little bit more shaky with that one out.
2-1. Low, 3-1. Garcia falls to the ground, slipped out on the mound, and he's going to pick himself up and kick out the dirt. A landing spot issue for Garcia, who seems more than okay. Doing some groundskeeping on the hill. At this point, just like he's kicking around dirt, maybe frustrated that he slipped off the hill and missed to fall behind 3-1.
Going back to that still, I mean, when Zmola got that second out, he looked like his old self again.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Garcia could have sold it a little bit more. I don't know where that issue occurred. 3-1 to Taylor's, popped up. Behind the plate, it's the catcher O'Rourke who makes the catch. Garcia was the only one who saw it off the bat. He came sprinting in from the pitcher's mound. O'Rourke didn't have it for a while, but high enough for him to find it.
It's one of the
P2.
most athletic plays I've seen a pitcher make. And he didn't even get the ball. He full-on did a 0 to 60.
One play after falling over on the mound, delivering a 2-1. Keys struck out looking in the first. Average has finally dropped below 300 for the first time this year for Trent. Garcia from the windup. Keys hits this one high in the air. In play in shallow left. The left fielder Ellis calls off the shortstop Laxa and drops the ball. Keys heads into second base. Waiting for an official ruling on that one. A high pop-up in between the shortstop Laxa and the left fielder Ellis. It was hit a mile high, and Ellis had a beat on that seemingly the entire time. He called off Laxa, and the ball drops. Lucas Sebastiani, our official scorer, has yet to put up a sign on the board. It's going to be a hit for Trent Keys, a double. That's his fourth of the season. First hit of the ballgame for either side. Vassell now a chance to drive in a run. Stomper have a runner in scoring position for the third straight inning. Vassell ahead 1-0. Second on the team in RBI. He has 11. He's second to Hunter Carlson, who before his injury paced the California Collegiate League with 16. The lefty Vassell with Keys off second. Garcia's pitch outside again. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 walks in the first, a walk and a hit by pitch in the second. Stompers were unable to score in either inning. Keys doubled, a pop-up that fell between Laxa and Ellis. Trying to get driven in by Tino Vassell. Right on top of the plate, the lefty swings and misses. That's not even a miscommunication play. That's just a bad read by the left fielder, Tyson Ellis. Laxa had an easy play on that pop-up. Tyson Ellis screamed, "My ball, my ball, my ball," and it kept on slicing, slicing, slicing away, and he could not make the catch going into a headlong dive. Stomps catch a break. Keys at second. Vassell swings and misses 2-2.
But whenever Garcia does get into this position with runners in scoring position, it's happened 2 innings in a row now, he's locked in.
Yeah, induced 2 ground balls. One was a double play. One didn't have to be with 2 on and no out. Pitch to Vassell. Called strike 3. Third strikeout for Jackson Garcia, and that brings up Angel Garcia.
Number 36, Angel Garcia.
Jackson Garcia, the pitcher, trying to match Luke Samolik with a third consecutive 0. Ken Blankenship, the righty, was up and loosening in the Stomper bullpen for a while. I think he's ready to go, but I wouldn't be shocked if Samolik asks for a 4th inning here. First pitch to Angel Garcia is bounced weakly towards shortstop. Going to be a tough play. The third baseman, Rodriguez, cuts in front and can't make a play. Infield single for Angel Garcia. To third base goes Keys. Stompers have a runner 90 feet away with 2 outs, and the job of Benji O'Rourke, the catcher, becomes much harder.
Because now what's that play is not just a base hit to advance the runner. It's now, if the ball gets past you and goes to the backstop, you lose the tie and give up the first run of the game.
Number 46, Misael Europero.
Europero has 9 hits this season, yet to find an extra base knock. 200 batting average, a .419 on base entering play today. He grounded out last frame. He takes low and outside 1-0. Ground ball to second, led off the second. He bats with 2 on and 2 out in the third. Pitch to Europero, swing and a miss, a big hack. He comes up empty. The count's 1-1. Europero, 15 strikeouts, but also 15 walks. That's what has that on-base percentage over 400. He takes a fastball, just misses off the corner, and below the zone, the count's 2-1. Hitters count to Misa. Two hits in the ball game. Both have come in this inning for the Stomps. Both of them makeable plays by the Merchants. Europero hits this one hard to deep right field. Coming over is Johnson. It one-hops the wall. Dug out in the corner. 1 run's going to score. Dave Hoke is going to hold up Angel Garcia. The first extra base hit of the season for Europero gives the Stompers the lead. Right on cue, Nate. There's the first double of the year. It's 1-0.
And it was a well-hit baseball. We haven't seen Europero get hit like that really all season, where it's just up in the air, hanging. Looks like it could have been gone, but it one-hopped off the wall. Keep the rally going. This is a big spot to put up a crooked number, even with 2 outs.
Huge spot for Nick Sebastiani. Runners at second and third, trying to add to a 1-0 Sonoma cushion. First pitch from Garcia is popped up. First base side, but well out of play. Trent Keys with the double, Angel Garcia with a single, Europero the RBI knock down the right field line. Now Nick Sebastiani awaits an 0-1 pitch. He swings and hits it foul again. This one also will get out of play. Just a touch late on the first 2 pitches he's seen. Hey, this has been an issue with Sonoma all year, is getting these runners in scoring position and either not scoring at all or only getting a run. The 0-2 to Nick, high. And the count's now 1-2. Long hold, a 1-2. Sebastiani strikes out looking. Froze him, a fastball at the knees, and the side is retired. But for the Stompers, a run on 3 hits and 2 left. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play for the top of the 4th inning. Sonoma now leads 1-0.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Top of the fourth, and the Stompers have a lead to defend, and they turn to Ken Blankenship to do so. The 6'3" righty from Stockton, California, plays his college ball at Benedictine, an NAIA school in Arizona, relieving Luke Zmolik after 3 innings of no-run baseball. No hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Looking solid as ever. Blankenship's going to have to face 3, 4, and 5. Kyle Loxa, Trey Johnson, and Gio Martini. Problem part of the order for the Stompers. Starting with Loxa, who flew out to center first time up. Blankenship fires. A first pitch called a strike over the top of the zone, 83 miles an hour. Blankenship facing Loxa. Gives a pitch inside, in and out of the gloves of Garcia. Counts even. Loxa 5 for 14 all-time against these Stompers. Gets the 1-1 and hits it right up the middle into the outfield that drops in front of Chase Taylor for a leadoff single. The first knock of the game for the Merchants belongs to Kyle Loxa. And if there's one thing that this Alameda squad has done a good job of, it's just that, get hits. They're currently second in the CCL behind the Santa Barbara Foresters of the South in batting average. Brings up Trey Johnson. Grounded out to first. First time facing Blankenship, gets the pitch. Taken on the outer half for a called strike 1. Blankenship, this is his second appearance of the summer. Went 2 2/3 in his first. No runs, 2 strikeouts. That game was against these Merchants in a win last week. Ahead of a count here, 0-1 to Johnson. The delivery, taken low, ball 1. Johnson, another one of those Merchants that has had success against Sonoma. 5 for 13 this series. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Cleared one over that right field wall a week ago. Looks at that one high and away, ball 2. Johnson hitting .325. Leads the team in extra base hits with 4 doubles and 2 homers. Blankenship deals, hit hard to right, and it drops in front of Sebastiani. Fires over to second. Loxa goes from first to third. It's runners at the corners, nobody out with the new reliever into the game for Sonoma. First 2 batters faced by Blankenship get good pieces of bat to the ball. And it's up to Gio Martini to drive at least one of them home to tie the game. This is his first appearance against the Stompers all year, 3rd game of the summer. Chuck back over at first. Blankenship wanted to keep Johnson right in front of him at first. Keep the double play ball in effect. Where the middle of the infield, Doromalar and Urapero play for. The pitch. Hit right up the middle, bounces off the mound, flip from Urapero, throw over to first. In time, the Stompers turn the double play to get 2 outs, but Loxa scores the tying run. It's 1-1 in the top of the 4th. 4-6-3 puts nobody on with 2 outs. Angelo Luna, that's the plate. Rather, it's a new man for Alameda. It's Nate Lynn. Pinch hitting for Angelo Luna, head coach Alberto Luna's son. Gets the pitch from Blankenship, taken outside for a ball. Luna was nursing a hamstring injury. This is his first appearance since he got the hamstring injury against the Stompers last week. 1-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. So it's Nate Lynn, usually a catcher from Hofstra, now manning the DH spot for Luna. Finds himself in an even count against Blankenship. Hits that one to right into foul territory and out of play. Lynn from Bradenton, Florida, where he went to IMG Academy. Behind the count, 1-2 to Blankenship. Bopped foul right in front of a dugout. Keysdave and Chase looks at it go into the Stompers bullpen and out of play. At Hofstra, didn't receive much run with the pride of Long Island. 3 for 13 with 4 RBIs. Gets the 1-2, fouled again. First at bat of the evening for Lynn as the pinch hitter, and he's given a good fight. Count's still 1-2 with 2 down, and the top of the 4th game tied. Blankenship comes home, hit over to the left side of the infield, scooped up by Duromler, throw across the diamond, and it gets away. Past Tranks Keys, too low for the first baseman. Fly over at second now, and they get Lynn there. The errant throw from Duromler is a race as the Stompers go 6-3-4 to get the 3rd out of the 4th. But not before 1 run scores on 2 hits, nobody left on with an error. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Stompers hoping to take the lead again.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
We are tied entering the bottom of the fourth at 1-1. And to hope to keep that at a tie game, Alberto Luna turns to Alex James. Left-handed pitcher from Delta. This is his third appearance of the summer. So far, 2 2/3 has given up an ERA of 10.13. Doing the math for you, that's 3 earned runs. First pitch, swing and a miss to Jones. 0-1. He only has 3 earned runs, but he has allowed 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Facing the righty-heavy part of the order for the Stompers, starting with Mike Jones. Jones hits that one foul. Line drive that if he was a little bit later on the 75-mile-an-hour pitch over the plate, could have been extra bases. Jones's second plate appearance of the summer, walked on the first, back in the second. Behind the count here, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Alex James comes into the game and strikes out the first batter he faced. It's the first time Jones has been sat down all season. Brings up Ben Sebastiani with 1 down. Sebastiani, another one of those guys searching for his first hit this summer. Got beamed by 1 back in the second. Pitch to Sebastiani, hit high into shallow center. Landry tracking over and hauls it in for the second out of the inning. Isaiah Landry, a mainstay out in center in the CCL. This is his first summer with Alameda, has previously played for the Menlo Park Legends in 2025 and the San Francisco Seagulls in 2024. Knows the league well, and Fields be out there to bring up Kays de Romular. Grounded out to third on a fielder's choice. Trying to get a 2-out rally going for the Stompers like they did in the third. Pulled a bunt, but for a ball. Counts 1-0. James sends it in. Hit high to left, but drifting foul and out of play. 87 miles an hour in the inner corner. And again, if the Romular times that out, that could be leaving this ballpark. Instead, counts 1-1. Kays, local kid, battling for that shortstop position with Bryson Ayala. Gets the 1-1. Hits that one into the right side of the infield. Reader under it. And makes the grab for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the Merchants after they put up a run in the top half of the inning. We head to inning number 5, tied up at 1.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
Happy Father's Day from Arnold Field. We head into the top of the fifth, knotted up at 1. Really cool moment just now at the playing of YMCA in between the innings. We had a little kid sing most of the words. Struggled with some of it. But you got the main
As
part.
expected.
Ken Blankenship facing Tyson Ellis here. 7, 8, and 9s at the plate for the Merchants this inning. First pitch fouled off. 0-1. If you want to get tickets, experience YMCA in person at the ballpark, make sure to go to www.stompersbaseball.com for tickets. Got a homestand at the end of the week.
Just about every weekend at home this year for the Stompers. Nice schedule.
Going on the road Wednesday and Thursday to take on the Crawdads and the Legends. Back at home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The 1-1 to Ellis. Swing and a miss, and counts out at 1-2. This has been the problem man for the Stompers this summer against Sonoma. Ellis entering today was 5 for 9 with 4 RBIs, but struck out in the third, and a strike away from doing the same here in the fifth. Blankenship deals. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Next two men up for the Merchants both reached in that third inning. O'Rourke and Reeder. O'Rourke currently on deck. Ellis at the plate. Gets the 2-2 from Blankenship. Fouls that one off the mask of Garcia, and Zach Pace quickly on the dugout to check on his catch. That's the second time now when Garcia has been hit with one this game.
Yeah, so the second time that it's taken off his mask, and Zach Pace down in a crouch with Garcia. I mean, he's telling him that's 2 on 2 times that's been knocked off. You have catchers behind you ready to relieve you. This could be it. I think he's gonna leave him in the game, especially if Garcia seems to be okay. But I don't know how many more times they want him to get knocked in the head like that.
I mean, even though it's a deep catcher's room, and now Garcia, Pace having a word with Kyle Prager, the home plate ump. Pace heads back to the dugout. You don't want that kind of rhythm of every fourth game to be thrown off. But Garcia stays in. We'll do the 2-2 with Ellis. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 3. Appeal over to third. Ellis held up. Counts full. Blankenship gave up back-to-back hits in the fourth. And allowed the Merchants' first run. He's trying to limit the Merchants here in the fifth. That one hit to left. Jones tracking over at the wall, and he brings it in. An athletic play for the new left fielder. Took a weird route to it, but comes up with the desired results for the first out of the fifth.
Had a real long way to go to run that ball down, and he took a nice angle. I think he must have overran it by a step because he was reaching back across his body, but at the end of the day, took extra bases away from Tyson Ellis.
A big outnumber one, trying to keep this at a tie ball game in the 5th, as Benji O'Rourke in a different uniform, once a different bat. Wearing all black jersey with blue numbers on the back. The rest of the merchants wearing their kind of Mariners throwback blues with the retro logos. Blankenship gives it to O'Rourke. Fouled back, 0-1. O'Rourke, another one of those guys who's had success against Sonoma. 4 for 7 against the Stompers with 2 RBIs. 3 of those 4 came in the first game these two teams played. He's behind the count, 0-1. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a called strike 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, somebody left their phone in the bathroom.
Definitely won't be showing bunt here on the 0-2. 1 down in the top of the 5th. Blankenship working from the top of the mound. And comes home on a breaking ball that misses high, ball 1.
Blankenship only hitting the low 80s with the fastball is like what we saw with a couple of the Legends guys. He's been somewhat successful so far.
Goes to the fastball again, high. Missed with 2 straights now, 2-2.
The issues we were seeing is Zamolik, who was missing both either arm side or glove side. Zamolik just needs to finish these pitches a little bit more, get him into the zone.
The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Ken Blankenship gets his first punch out of a night on a big swing and a miss from Benji O'Rourke. 2 down in the 5th, Ethan Reeder to the plate.
This would be a good guy to get. You end the lineup at the 9 spot. You don't have to face the top of the order here. Landry with a guy on base. And then you go to work in the 6th inning then with the top of the order.
Landry on deck, Reeder at the plate. Blankenship fires. Pitch blown away, ball 1. Granted, Landry and Rodriguez, numbers 1 and 2 in the order, 0 for 2 today each, including a strikeout from Rodriguez.
Yeah, they both came up with 2 on. The only real blemishes against Zamolik, the 2 walks before that.
The 1-0. Bouncer over to the short, hop over into Drumlar's glove, and gets it to Trent Keys for a 1-2-3, top of the 5th. We're still tied up at 1. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Stick with us on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Top of the order here for the Stompers, trying to break a 1-1 deadlock. Taylor, Keys, and Vassell, all lefties, facing the southpaw Alex James, who got a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth.
I'd love to see someone try and bunt for a hit. Got to do something to get the Stompers offense going. They had 3 hits in that third inning, which is where they got the run. The Europero double, finally a big hit with guys on base. But you got to do something to try and jumpstart this offense again, and you have the top of the order to do it.
First time facing James for Taylor this evening. Gets the pitch, doesn't show a bunt, and takes that one low and away. 1-0. That ball went all the way to the backstop. O'Rourke couldn't handle it.
James to Taylor, that's a good one.
James to Taylor. James Taylor, famous musician, of course.
Carolina in my mind.
Exactly.
All-timer.
All-timer. The 1-0. Breaking ball that finds his own that time.
They play that after every single UNC sporting event, win or loss.
It's no all my exes live in Texas,
No,
I'll tell you that.
It is not.
Stompers hoping to hear that at the end of this one. The 1-1. Keys big swing and a miss. 1-2. Rather, Taylor, excuse me. Keys the man on deck. I mean, these two flip-flopping between the leadoff and hitting also. It seems that Taylor's kind of solidified himself in that spot so far. Takes that one high for ball 2.
Taylor, more of your prototypical leadoff guy, if you will. Not that much power, really fast, doesn't strike out a lot. I guess Keys fits that as well.
Keys now hitting for average a lot this year as well. Had that double in the third. He's on deck, hoping to advance Taylor, who looks at that one for a called ball 3, if Taylor can get on.
I think Alex James is going to get a couple innings in this ballgame, especially if he keeps throwing like this. It's Sunday. It's last looks in that Alameda bullpen.
The payoff. Taylor strikes out swinging. Second punch out of the night for James. Starts his first inning as the second. One down with Trent Keys coming to the plate.
This is the toughest time to hit at Arnold Field. Alex James in the pitcher's mound is completely in the sun, and the batter's box is is halfway between the sun and the shade, so the shadows are slicing right into the eyes of the batter, especially a lefty all the way on the third base side of the hill. You can't pick it up out of the hand.
Well, Keys didn't need to there. Hit him in the front leg. It's a 1-out hit by pitch. The second of the game issued by Merchants pitching. 6th time Trent's been plunked by a pitch this year. Still behind Hunter Carlson, I believe, who has 7. If you missed it, Hunter Carlson talked with Kieran back in the top of the third. Feel free to go back to listen to that at the end of the game. Good conversation, kind of learning about Hunter's journey and how his summer's been so far with Stompers, because it's been a very successful one.
The third baseman from the University of San Francisco, number 21,
Tino Vassell now to the plate with Trent Keys on first. Hoping to restart that twice a game on base streak again. Vassell himself 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He also walked in the first. The first pitch taken for a called strike. Keys takes his lead at first. Vassell gets that pitch blown away, ball 1. Lefty on lefty, James from the center of the mound takes it on the outer half. Vassell gets ahead in the count here, 2-1. Tino entering today hitting .283 with a .450 on base percentage. He would like to get on base at the very least this at bat. The 2-1 taken high and away, ball 3. Vassell's found himself in a hitter's count here.
James needs to go back to what he did in that 4th inning. You talk to both the hitters and the pitchers on the Stompers. They say if you put the ball in the zone in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings, it's going to be real hard to hit.
You think he'd have to attack the zone here on the 3-1. James unwinds. Hit up the middle and past Reeder in second. Landry heading over. Keys going from first to third. Vassell holds up at first. It's a 1-out single that puts Trent Keys 90 feet away from scoring. Trent Keys made it to third. Back in the third, he scored the Stompers' only run of a game that inning. Angel Garcia, who singled to put him over at third, is now coming to the plate. Garcia 1 for 2 today with a inning-ending double play back in the first. Vassell takes his lead at first. Keys at third. The pitch to Garcia. Taken low and in front of O'Rourke. Just bounced in front of the home plate. Runners hold. Garcia this season, 8 RBI. He's trying to add number 9 to give the Stomps the lead. Ahead in the count here, 1-0 to the lefty James. Gets the pitch, hits that one to shallow right. Long run over for Johnson, who hauls it in for the second out. Keys tagging from third. The play at the plate does not come. Angel Garcia gets RBI 9 on the season on a sac fly to give the Stompers the lead. It's 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th.
Garcia and Europero, the two cousins, have accounted for both the runs batted in.
And it's the other cousin, Europero, to the plate now. Got the game's first run on a double back in the third. Grounded out to second the other time to the plate. Takes that one low in the dirt, ball 1. O'Rourke again kind of had to pop to protect it. Vassell takes off on the pitch. That one low and away and no throw from O'Rourke. Gives Vassell second to put him into scoring position. Seemed like on that one it was just a little too low and away for O'Rourke to pop out and throw to second, and James was also a little slow on crouching down.
4th steal of the year for Vassell.
Stompers really this week have been stacking up stolen base numbers. Wesley Bass, who's not playing today, a big part of that. Europero, the man at a plate, another threat to steal, and Vassell obviously at second just did it there. He's in scoring position. Europero hopes to put a crooked number on the board. Vassell takes off for third. No throw on a called strike 1. I don't think Europero was ever really going to swing there, seeing Vassell take off from second.
I don't know if he's swinging at a 2-0 curveball either, but 2 great jumps.
Stolen base number 5 for Tino, 2 off the team lead. And just like that, a wild pitch could double the lead for the Stomps. The 2-1. Hit high to right. Johnson looking up at the wall. He's ran out of room. Leaps up and couldn't grab it. Misael Europero, his first home run of the summer, extends Sonoma's lead to 3 in the bottom of the 5th.
How do you like that? 0 extra base hits entering today's 3rd inning. How do you like a double and a home run? Nobody deserves it more in that dugout than Misael. Everybody, every Stomper is out to congratulate him.
I haven't seen the Stompers celebrate a hit like that all season, bar of a 9th inning in San Bruno.
342 feet. Pulled it out to right.
A breaking ball that just hung up in the zone. Brings up Nick Sebastiani with nobody on, 2 out. First pitch taken for a called ball. A 1-0 to Nick. Hits that one into left center, and it drops for a base hit. Ellis grabs it off the ground. The inning continues for Sonoma. Sebastiani hoping to continue a 2-out rally. He stands at first with Mike Jones to the plate, the first batter that James faced. Struck out in the fourth and then drew a walk back in the second. And James really being hit now in the fifth. Sebastiani teasing at first. Pitch comes home. Fouled back. 0-1.
I guess I take back what I said about it being hard to hit in the shadows. The Stompers, one of the best offensive innings of the summer.
Taylor struck out. Keys got a hit by pitch. Vassell a single. Garcia scored the run that gave Sonoma the lead with a sac fly, and then Europero hit that 2-run home run. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Jones. Sebastiani currently at first after that single into left center, his first hit of the game. Riding a 3-game hitting streak now himself. Jones hoping to continue it. Behind the count here, 0-2. Sebastiani takes off, swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the bottom of the fifth, but not before 3 runs come across the plate on 3 hits, no errors. 1 left on base for Sonoma. We head into the top of the 6th. Stomps lead by 3.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left and kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma.
Stompers got a lead to defend. To do it, they turn to Ken Blankenship entering inning number 3, trusting the righty after he put up a 1-2-3 inning back in the 5th. Facing the top of the order, Landry, Rodriguez, and Loxa. Both Landry and Rodriguez 0 for 2. Landry at the plate, Rodriguez on deck. It's a part of the order that's traditionally given Stompers pitching some trouble with the Merchants. As Landry takes that one high, ball 1. This is Landry's first appearance of the summer against the Stompers, though. The 1-0 misses low, ball 2. And, I mean, Landry been as about of a mainstay in the CCL as you possibly could be. This is his third team in as many summers. Previously a Seagull and a Legend. Ahead of the count here, 2-0 to Blankenship. Takes a breaking ball over the plate, 2-1. Started his collegiate career at Alabama State. Now at USF. Teammates with Tino Vassell at third. Gets the pitch. Taken for a called strike 2. And his new Don teammate and someone who can be man in the outfield with Mike Jones standing out in left. Drummelaar giving some encouragement to the man on the mound, Blankenship. Ballerina count, chopped foul. Keys tracking over into right, and he makes the play. Isaiah Landry 0 for 3 in his first appearance at Arnold. One down to the top of the 6th to bring up Nico Rodriguez.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0, Nico Rodriguez.
Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a strikeout. His first time facing Blankenship. The man on deck, Loxa, was the first to face the first reliever of the game. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Rodriguez, the Wichita State Shocker. One of the better mid-major athletic programs, a solid baseball school. Historically a good basketball team as well. Gets the 1-0. Taking high, ball 2.
Big chance for a shutdown inning for Blankenship. Show Zach Pace that you can go 3 innings and bounce back after the first 2 hitters that you face single.
Went 2 2/3 his first appearance of the summer and the CCL. Behind here, 2-0 to Rodriguez. Pitch finds the plate, 2-1. It's a fastball in the low 80s, but besides the first 2 hitters, it's been effective. Blankenship deals. Pitch low, ball 3. Ringed off the foot of Garcia, perhaps. Might have been the home plate ump. Kyle Prager. Regardless, 3-1. Hitters count to Rodriguez.
Stompers so far today have solved some of the lingering issues that have plagued them this season. They've struggled with extra base hits, and they've struggled to put up crooked numbers, and they've struggled in the middle innings. They did all of that.
Hitters count. Hit to left center. Taylor tracking over, but it's going to be Mike Jones to make the play. 2 down in the top of the 6th. Kai Loxa to the place, the first man that Blankenship faced, and the Merchants' only run.
See how Blankenship does second time through. Things get twice as hard when they've already seen you.
Loxa 1 for 2, flew out to center back in the first. The man on deck, Trey Johnson, also got a hit off of Blankenship. Hard hit ball that drew Loxa from first to third. He takes that one, lone away, ball 1. Garcia liked the pitch, though.
Miss down. The catchers will always like it when you miss down. If you miss up, you can get beat. If you miss down, you can live with that.
The pitch. Breaking ball. That one finds the plate. 1-1. Loxa 6 for 15 this summer against the Stomps. He's hoping to continue the strong start. And gets the 1-1. Inside, ball 2.
No one up behind Blankenship. I don't know if we see him come out for the 7th, but Zach Pace is saying you have a couple base runners to work with. He's not really on one-hit notice, as we've seen a couple guys be, especially in their third innings.
Has a 3-run cushion. His time is called by Kai Loxa. I mean, I like trusting to see how long you can stretch guys out with a 3-run cushion. Blankenship went 2 2/3 his first appearance. Makes sense for Pace trying to figure out which guys he can use as longer relief or potentially even as a starter. The 2-1. Breaking ball hit high and foul. Out of play. Trying to retire the 6th straight Merchant. Blankenship. Deep breath. Completely covered by shade now as the sun sets at Arnold Field on a beautiful Sunday night. The pitch. Hit to shallow right into foul territory, and it'll be Trent Keys under it again to make the play for out number 3. 2 foul pop-outs to Trent Keys. The main things that happen in this 1-2-3 top of the 6th, we head to the bottom half of the inning. Stompers hoping to add on to a 3-run lead.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left and kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
New arm into the game for Alameda, Nicholas Goff coming in for the lefty Alex James, responsible for 3 runs, struck out 3, gave up 3 hits, no walks. That first pitch. Well, the strike said that Sebastiani went around. Nicholas Goff, 5'10" righty from Brentwood, California, plays his college ball at Cal State East Bay. 0-1 to Sebastiani, taking on the outer half. 0-2. It'll be Sebastiani, DeRomalar, and Taylor to the plate this inning. Goff, slow kick and delivers. Fouled away.
Good adjustment there from Sebastiani. He was down 0-1. He got a called strike on a pitch that was called a strike in the CCL zone, and then he got another pitch, a half ball up the corner. Protect swing to see another pitch.
0-2 takes it high, ball 1. Sebastiani still searching for that first hit of the summer, but he's been really good in non-league play. Had a home run against Petaluma, gets the 1-2, takes it on the outer edge, called the ball. reached for the second time this summer, back in the second on a hit by pitch. Gets the 2-2, checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Strike 3.
And that was the exact play that got Steph Valdez thrown out 2 nights ago. The home plate umpire, Kyle Prager, called Ben Sebastiani out at home plate. Said that he made the call that he went around without even appeal to first base. Unlike Steph Valdez, the Stomper coaching staff will stay in the dugout.
Dave Hoke, a little bit more experience than Steph Valdez, I think is the way to put it.
The way Valdez carried himself, you think anyone's more experienced.
Geromola hits that one to center. Landry runs over and makes the play a few steps in for out number 2.
I'm all for getting out there, firing up your team, and protecting your guys. I talked to Nick Sanziri the next day about it because he came out of a dugout too. And Casey Levin McGee's a guy in the portal. He's trying to keep the baseball dream alive. He has no place to play in the fall. He's just frustrated that a guy like that loses an at-bat and is immediately given a strikeout without an appeal.
Pitch to Taylor, taken low for a ball. Taylor struck out back in the 5th, walked in the 1st.
And I'm all for that from Nick Sanziri, but Steph Valdez is just yelling expletives at the umpire down 4 in the 9th. I don't understand that.
Ball 2 to Taylor.
And maybe if it's the 3rd inning, yeah, fire guys up. Let's go win a ball game. Nick Sanziri can coach 3rd. I can get ejected. But you're just chirping to chirp down to your last out.
Ball 3 misses. Taylor hoping to kickstart a 2-out rally. He's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Against Goff, who got 2 pretty simple outs to start the inning. Issues a 4-pitch walk to Taylor to bring up Trent Keys. Keys was the first man to reach in a 5th inning that saw 3 runs come across the plate. The man on deck, Tino Vassell, got a hit to advance in the 3rd. And then the 2 men after that are the only 2 Stompers with RBIs this evening. Goff delivers the Keys, swing and a miss, strike 1.
As you start to cool down, remember we've got winter zips, we have hoodies, and
Another first pitch swing from Keys, something that we've seen a lot more of this summer. Missed it though, and behind the count, 0-1, takes it low. Taylor taking off for second and gets in there. See how we roll that as our scores. It'll be a wild pitch.
No home scoring to get Taylor's 4th steal of the year.
He's dancing at second. Pitch over to Keys, hit high to right. Johnson looking up and under it, tracking in, and makes the play. Looked like he had it, but eventually had to run in a little bit to make out number 3. Stompers leave a runner on as we head to the top of the 7th. Kieran Costa takes you home. 3 runs the difference between the Merchants and the Stompers.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza and salads, But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
To the 7th inning we go. The Stompers looking to hold on to a 4-1 lead. Kieran Costa alongside Nate Martin. New arm in the game is Wesley Harwell, a righty from Mountain View, California, pitched last year at the University of San Francisco. For the Stompers in league action, 8 innings, all out of the bullpen. He doesn't have a record or a save. He struck out 8 hitters in those 8 innings. 2 earned runs allowed to these Merchants back on June the 10th. That came along with 2 hits in 2 1/3 innings. The righty delivers, and it's low.
Big thing about Harwell is that if his stuff is on, he will be really competitive in this league. But the issue has been the consistency, the command, finding the plate versus not finding the plate.
The 6'3" righty walked 4 consecutive hitters in the 9th inning on opening day. He misses inside here 2-0. That was against the California Red Tails. He walked the bases loaded, walked in a run. Zach Pace went to the bullpen, and Gage McCown struck out the side to give the Stompers an out-of-league win. One of 4 out-of-league victories. Sonoma 4-0 out of CCL action, looking to get to 8-8 in league play if results hold here today. They would draw into a tie with these Merchants for 3rd in the California Collegiate League North. Both of the teams would have 500 records.
I think ending the week at 500, considering you went down to slow this weekend, I think that would be considered a victory.
Stompers had one slip through the fingertips last night at 3-2 loss to Menlo Park. Harwell's 2 of. A meeting with Garcia works. It's 2-1. It's a cutter to Trey Johnson. Played at Skyline College last season. Had a great year for them. 2nd consecutive year in the CCL. He takes that same cutter, but this time it misses. 3-1. Johnson, first team all-conference for Skyline. The 3-1 pitch to him. In there for a called strike, 3-2, 89 miles an hour. Fastball. 4-seam from Harwell. Let's see if he goes to the breaking ball to try and get an out on a payoff pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Harwell, a righty, delivers to Johnson, a lefty. And it's fouled through Garcia, and he's been hit again. Angel Garcia getting battered around behind the plate today.
Zach Pace stepped out of his dugout, hoping to see that he's okay. Now heading back in. Garcia's a warrior.
Garcia waved him off right away. That one, no risk of head injury. That one, I think, just got him in the chest protector. Another 3-2. Inside ball 4. Trey Johnson excited. Bat flips towards the 3rd base dugout. And the Merchants have their first base runner since the 4th. Ken Blankenship settled down. 3 innings, 2 hits, a run, and a strikeout. Looks to turn a double play on Gio Martini. He already bounced into a 4-6-3 in the 4th. Lined out to left in the 2nd, 0-for-2. Short lead for Johnson, held by Keys. Harwell from the stretch. Martini squares to bunt and takes a ball outside. Close pitch. Lights are on, have taken no effect. Still before 8:30 as we play in the 7th. Fastball called strike. Bottom of the zone, 1-1. Stompers heading into back-to-back off days. No baseball Monday, no baseball Tuesday. Road games Wednesday and Thursday at Walnut Creek at 4 o'clock, 6:05 at Baylands Park on Thursday. Harwell peeks at first, delivers a 1-1. Martini, no bunt this time. He takes inside 2-1.
And it feels like a big week.
That it does, because then you come home for Alameda, Walnut Creek again, and Alameda once more. So 2 against the Mercs, 2 against the Dads, and the Legends thrown in there as well.
Those are the 3 teams currently competing for spots 2 and 3 in the CCL standings right now.
Line foul back to the screen, 2-2, yeah. The Legends are supposed to be the gimme in that stretch. You're 2 and 3 against them.
3 and 2.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Short leadoff first for Johnson. Not running. This one's hit hard to right field. Sebastiani cuts towards the line and makes the catch. As the temperature has dropped here, so has the carry of the baseball. I don't think Misael Garcia's home run would have left the yard if he hit it just now. Trent Keys in the last inning had one that sounded a lot better than it looked, as did that one for Martini. The temperature has dropped, and the wind, which was blowing out to center, now the U.S. flag lies limp in center field as that one misses up and inside. Angelo Luna, coming off the hamstring injury, struck out in the 2nd, hit a ground ball to the shortstop in the 4th. Duralmar threw it away past Trent Keys, who recovered and threw him out at second base. That one went 6-3-4. That pitch misses low. That's the only error of the ball game charged to either team. A Duralmar throwing error, which in the end, no harm, no foul. Luna was retired on that same play. Is outside and low. 3-0 to the backstop, and that allows Trey Johnson to go to second. That's my mistake. Angelo Luna was pinch hit for by Nate Lynn. The catcher from Hofstra is playing as the DH today.
Yeah, I came back in the 4th inning, and I think largely it's just being protective of Luna still coming back from a hamstring injury. Still have to run a little bit if you're going over to first.
3-0. In there, 3-1. If Lynn can get aboard, the tying run would come to the plate in the form of Tyson Ellis. Lynn, a right-handed hitter. 3-1 pitch from Harwell. Bounced foul, and you guessed it, that one got a piece of Angel Garcia as well. He's going to be more than happy for the upcoming 2 days off, and it should be Gage McCown behind the plate if the catcher rotation holds true. Andrew Bonfili will be away from the team for the 2-game road trips, and Hunter Carlson still out of the action with the stitches on his chin. 3-2 pitch. And Zach Pace is going to say again that it hit his bat, and Kyle Prager, who first signaled hit by pitch, is going to meet with his umpiring crew. And I don't know if I've ever seen twice in a game a missed foul tip call. Maybe that will happen here. Prager meets with Dempsey and Pierce on the left side of the pitcher's mound. The call on the field is hit by pitch, and that will stand. And Zach Pace more than okay with that one. He says, thanks for checking. At least that shows that
Yeah.
The umpire's taking what Zach Pace said, Dark, because I mean, that one honestly could have hit him. Wouldn't have shocked me. Pinch hitter's going to be Kyle Sandner from Delta College. A righty is going to hit for Tyson Ellis, whose day ends 0 for 2. Sandner, you'd think, would come over to play left field as well. The pitch to him is outside. Kyle had 2 home runs and a .309 average at San Joaquin Delta. Merchants looking for a little home run power here to tie the game against Harwell in the 7th.
I think the main thinking with this switch is to open up that outer half, because that's mainly where Harwell has been missing. He did so again there to bring the count to 2-0. Ellis a lefty, Sandner the righty. It opens up a lot more.
Two balls and no strikes. Harwell delivers low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Sandner has yet to lift the bat off his shoulder since entering play. He's .270 on the average, a homer and 7 driven in. One more wide one loads him up for the Mercs. 3-0 pitch coming from Harwell. Missed outside, ball 4. Here comes Zach Pace. Could just be a consultation. No, Zach Pace makes the move for the 2nd time this season. Harwell will exit the game with the bases loaded. Let's see if the new man can work him out of the jam. 4-1 Stompers. Merchants have the bases loaded with just 1 out. We'll tell you what happens next on the other side.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Riley Dickey, a right-hander from Modesto Junior College. Heck of a time to make a Stomper debut for the 6 foot, 190-pound righty from Merced. His freshman season at Modesto JC saw him make 13 appearances, sporting a 1-1 average and a 4.50 earned run average. He threw 20 innings. He comes in with the bases loaded and just 1 out. He faces Benji O'Rourke. Stompers lead at 4-1. Dickey, a righty. showed up to the ballpark today ready to go and misses inside. First time meeting the catchers, the coaching staff, the pitchers, and he's thrown right into the thick of it.
It's not the first time we've seen a reliever make a bases-loaded debut after Wesley Harwell walked a couple to load him.
1-0. Just misses off the corner at 85. In those 20 innings, Dickey had just 9 walks. Command paramount with the bases full. O'Rourke, 2 doubles and 3 RBI. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. The 2-0 in there for a called strike, 2-1. I mean, the equivalent to this is making like someone working retail come in on Black Friday at 2 o'clock. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-run lead. 2-1 pitch. In there again, 2-2.
Well, at 2 o'clock on a Black Friday, everything would be off the
That's
shelves
true.
right now. The
8
shelves are
a.m.
still full
8
of
a.m.
stocks right here.
8 a.m. would have been a better analogy. Yeah, but 8 a.m. it's all closed. 9:30. After it's open, the rush is already going. Bases loaded. 1 out, 2-2 pitch. Dickey comes home to O'Rourke. The appeal to first. He got him. Benji O'Rourke disagrees. That's the first strikeout for Dickey and the first batter faced, and just the 5th for Stomper pitching today. I don't think he went around, but I think it could have been a called strike 3 at the plate. So the outcome is the same, and now the infield can draw back, and out any which way would put up a much-needed 0 in the 7th. A high set for Dickey at the letters. He delivers. This one's flared into center field. In comes Taylor. Towards right, he makes the catch. Welcome to Sonoma, Riley Dickey. Wesley Harwell out of the bullpen to pick him up. Jam escaped for the new man. Wesley Harwell loaded the bases, a strikeout and a lineout end the threat. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch. Sonoma leads it 4-1.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Very nice debut for Riley Dickey. Ensures that the Stompers bats come up still with that 4-run lead, trying to add against Nicholas Goff. And Vassell will do it from ahead in the count, 1-0. Thanks for joining us here on a Sunday evening. I hope everyone's enjoying the end of their Father's Day weekend. And the Stompers bats are, they lead at 4-1. Vassell Garcia Urapero, heart of the Sonoma order. Action in the bullpen behind Dickey. Vassell starts his swing and stops it, but it's a called strike anyway. Slider at the knees, it's 2-1.
It's been started to click there perhaps for the Merchants. They got the bases loaded last inning. It's
Vassell swings and misses 2-2.
clear objective here from Goff. He's going to be on a tight leash because you got to keep this Stompers lead within 3.
Tough as part of the order to do it. 2-2 pitch to Vassell. Popped up third base side, out of play.
It's a good pitch to do it right there for Vassell. That was 76 over the plate.
Two on the way. Vassell strikes out swinging. That's the slider again. Second strikeout for Goff, who walked just 1 in his 6th inning. Out for a second frame of work. He deals with Garcia, who's 1 for 2 with a sac fly, an RBI, and a single. He also grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. First pitch to Garcia, swings and misses. Change up on the inner third, coming closer to the righty. It's 0-1. Impressive inning plus here from Goff. He struck out Sebastiani, got DeRomar to fly out, Taylor walked, and then Keys popped out as well. 0-1 to Garcia is a called strike. Slider backdoored him, and the count's 0-2. On deck is Misael Europero. He waits there as his cousin Angel Garcia takes high 1-2. What a day it's been for Misael. A double and a home run. His first 2 extra base hits of the campaign. RBIs 9, 10, and 11. Garcia takes high 2-2.
And Europero came to Sonoma trying to improve himself as a power hitter. He told our beat reporter Alakai last night, it's going to come. An extra base hit is going to come. And he got 2 in back-to-back at-bats, including the long bomb.
2-2 to Garcia. Takes low. The count's full 3-2. Stompers just trying to extend the pitch count for Goff and find a way to get a base runner. They've had somebody aboard all but 1 inning. That was a 1-2-3 fourth for Alex James. Garcia takes off the corner away from 0-2 to a walk. Very nice plate appearance. And it's time for Misael Europero to hit.
Now batting, the second baseman from Youngstown State, number 46, Misael Europero.
Europero has already got half the hits that he would need for a cycle. He also grounded out. Garcia dances off first but doesn't go. And it's inside. 5 consecutive misses from Goff. There's some throwing down in that left field corner. The bullpen that housed the Merchants today. Europero lines it foul back 1-1. Right on it was Europero, just could not get the barrel to it. It's 1-1. Nick Sebastiani, 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a single in the on-deck circle. You can never have too much cushion. Right now for Sonoma, it's just 3 runs. Europero swings and misses. Stompers' last game at Arnold Field for 5 days. Friday night is when they return to battle this same Merchants team. The pitch is foul back. Merchants, Crawdads, Merchants is how the weekend homestand goes.
Should be 3 good games.
Should be. Big one for the standings. If this Sonoma victory result holds, the final playoff spot would be a deadlock between the Stompers and the Merchants. This one's popped up, third base. Giving it a look is Rodriguez. He runs out of room. We creep towards hour number 3. We've played for 2.5 hours. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. Shadow's not a problem. Sonoma hit the ball the best in what are theoretically the toughest innings to see the baseball. 1-2 to Europero. That one's lined into right. That's a base hit. Garcia around second. He holds there. Have yourself a day, Misael Europero. A 3-hit day for the Stompers' second baseman. All 3 knocks have been pulled hard to right field. One left the wall, one went to the corner. That one two-hopped Trey Johnson.
All 3 have been off different pitchers, so it's not like it's just been one guy that he's just hitting really well. He's seeing it from lefties, from righties, from different arm releases, and it's been the same result every time.
For the first time in 2026, the Stompers on cycle watch. Misael needs a triple. Nick Sebastiani at the plate takes low. That's a professional take from Sebastiani. That's a slider that's dying off the corner and down and lays off. Hunting a fastball here against Nicholas Goff. The pitch, he gets it, but it's nowhere near the plate. 2 balls and no strikes.
This is the difference between, quality of arms, I would say. The main reason why the Merchants are only at 6-6 despite being one of the best offenses in the league is because of their pitching.
2-0 to Sebastiani. Bounced foul in between Dave Hoke, the third base coach, and the bag.
Meanwhile, Sonoma at the end of the week when, after you used a lot of your best arms, a lot of the main guys got used in slow. Leginto last night. The Stompers are able to bring in new guys and, have such a deep pitching rotation that they can bounce around and figure out which ones they want to use on Sunday.
2-1 pitch coming to Sebastiani. Swing and a miss. Fooled him. Hanging slider. Nick maybe looking fastball. Had a word with the home plate umpire. It was right through the heart. 2 on, 2 out. 1 out, beg your pardon. 2-2 pitch is popped up. Foul ground in shallow right. It's the first baseman who can't make the play. Gio Martini had a long run and just dropped past his outstretched glove. Sebastiani with his 5th inning single has now picked up a knock in 3 consecutive games. Good adjustment, struck out in his first 2 trips, now 18 on the season. 2-2, struck him out swinging. Nick down via the K for the 3rd time today, and that brings up Mike Jones, and it also brings out Albert Luna to the mound. He hasn't signaled yet, so it could just be a consultation, but it also might be the move. The entire infield gathers around their first-year manager, Luna, who works as a pitching coach at San Joaquin Delta College. And this would be a long talk to just take the ball from your righty. Maybe he's trying to buy his reliever a couple more pitches. Here comes Kyle Prager to break up the consultation on the hill. Let's see if Albert Luna will walk back to the dugout by himself. He will. Some words of encouragement for Nicholas Goff, trying to get through a 2nd inning unscathed. 2 on, 2 out. Mike Jones in search of a signature moment in his Stomper debut.
And the last couple at-bats have been ones to forget. Struck out swinging in the 4th and the 5th. But you got 2 on. You're a proven hitter at the JUCO level. You're heading to USF in the fall. You got to impress your teammates. Some of them maybe just meeting now for the summer.
First one to Jones, hit hard but foul. Yanked a slider in her 3rd.
That was a good hit right there. He's just a little too early on 78.
Outfield swings around for him to pull it. Isaiah Landry keeps on walking out towards left center. lots of hitting room in right center. The pitch to Jones, foul back to the screen, 0-2. Jones looking to put a ball in play. He walked in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth, struck out swinging in the fifth. Both of those at-bats were against Alex James. Here, he lines it into left center field. Handing over is Ellis. He goes into a dive. He can't get it. Landry cuts it off too late. Jones heads towards second. He leaps over the tag, but he could not do it. The out is at second base, but it's an RBI for Mike Jones, his first ribby, his first hit. And the Stompers extend to a 5-1 lead. Eighth inning next. We'll see who comes out of the bullpen for Zach Pace now with the Stompers up by 4.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Aiden Tinsley relieves his Modesto Junior College teammate who entered his Stompers debut with the bases loaded and just one out. He struck out the 8-hitter O'Rourke, and Ethan Reeder lined out to the center fielder Taylor, and so the bases were left loaded. So Wesley Harwell, who came in first, went a third of an inning, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, no strikeouts. Dickey ended the inning 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 K. And now Aiden Tinsley comes on for his second appearance of the summer. He pitched a 1-2-3 inning against Menlo Park. That was the 8th inning of that ball game. Ground out, fly ball. Now he faces the top of the Merchants order. Landry, Rodriguez, and Loxa are due. We'll see if Luna goes back to his bench. Tinsley's first pitch is ripped into left for a base hit. First hit of the ball game for Isaiah Landry, his 8th of the season. That brings up Nico Rodriguez with a man on. Tinsley from Stockton stands 5'10", 170 pounds. The righty went to Weston Ranch High School, and in 30 innings for MJC, he was 2-0 with a 2.67 ERA. He comes in low to Rodriguez, a strikeout, a ground ball, and a fly ball. He pops out here. He has the cycle, the out cycle as they call it. Strikeout, ground ball, pop fly, fly ball, as this one's bounced foul. Stompers would trade that for a ground ball double play. They've already turned 1 in the ball game. And they also turned 3 against this team at Chabot College in just 1 game earlier last week. Samolik, Blankenship, Harwell, Dickey, now Tinsley. Comes set and fires. Runner goes, pitch up and away. The throw to the wrong side of the bag, and safe is Landry.
It's one if I think it's on the other side. I think it's probably a more competitive play there. Landry, a good base stealer. That's his third of the summer.
I think a throw to the other side of the bag could have got him.
Yeah.
Tinsley checks second, comes home. Popped up. Third base side. Tino Vassell in the third base coaching box. Can't make the play. Credit to Albert Luna. He didn't give an inch. Standing in the third base coaching box, he stood there, did not move, and Tino Vassell had to go around him. I think he gives an apology to Vassell as he heads back to the base. And there's no drawn third base coaching box. Luna made no effort to try and block Vassell. He just made no effort to get out of the way. So you can't fault him. It's strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tinsley to Rodriguez, right on left. Struck him out swinging. First strikeout of the ballgame, first strikeout of the summer for Aiden Tinsley. Just the 6th for Sonoma pitching.
Now batting, the shortstop number 2, Ty Loxa.
I think it was the third baseman Blake Dempsey was telling Luna to move there, but I don't think he has to. I think he has a right to stay put. First pitch called strike to Loxa, and then Luna did apologize to Vassell as he headed back to his position. It was no harm, no foul because Rodriguez chased the very next pitch for a strikeout.
I mean, Luna, like a lot of these coaches in the CCL.
This one's bounced weakly to third. Vassell charges, fires to first in time. Very nice play at the hot corner by Tino Vassell.
They're just trying to get any advantage they can. As I was saying, that was a great play by Vassell.
I think it's the same as a right-handed hitter not moving in the batter's box if a runner's stealing third.
Yeah.
Nothing Luna could do to stop that nice play by Vassell. A very weak ground ball dying on the grass. Moving to third on the play was Landry, so a productive out for Loxa, but Trey Johnson has to try and get the run home with 2 outs. And he'll step out before Tinsley's first pitch, and here comes Angel Garcia to the mound. The two could not agree on a sign, so they'll just talk it over in person as Garcia's going to walk his freshman righty back up the hill. An extended conversation between Angel and Aiden, and now Garcia will head back behind home plate. Runner at third, Landry. He singled, stole second, moved to third on a Loxa ground ball. Rodriguez strikeout thrown in. There's 2 away. Johnson rips this one down the right field line. Fair ball. It's going to cut into the corner. Sebastiani goes to dig it out too late. RBI double for Trey Johnson. He continues to kill Sonoma. The lead cut to 5-2. Just snuck that one inside that first base bag and down the right field line. Johnson's 10th ribby of the season. That brings up Gio Martini. That's the first RBI for any hitter for the Merchants today. The other run came in to score on this man, Gio Martini, bouncing into a double play. No run batted in allowed. If no RBI is given to a hitter if he bounces into a double play to score a run. Stompers hoping for that ground ball to get out of this inning. Tinsley delivers. Top of his zone, called strike. 0-2.
Nothing more here. Just get the strikeout, get out of the inning. 3 more outs, that simple.
Looks like it'll be Keller Osmond's 9th inning. 0-2. Low, blocked by Garcia. Johnson holds at second. Sonoma got a run in the bottom of the 7th on a Mike Jones RBI single. That extended the lead to 5-1 at the time. The Merchants have gotten that run right back. A 2-out RBI double for Trey Johnson. The pitch from Tinsley to Martini is bounced back to the screen. Cal State East Bay is where Martini plays his college ball. For the Merchants this year, he's 1 for 8. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, a chance to pick up his first run batted in. He swings and misses. Second strikeout for Tinsley in the inning. The Merchants get 1 back on 2 hits. No Stomper errors, and they leave a run. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. Stompers 5, Merchants 2.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams.
Braden Augusta, the new pitcher, and his first one misses outside. A 3/4 arm slot for the righty who pitched at the College of San Mateo last year. He's headed to Charleston Southern University in the fall. 6'1", 200-pound righty pitches outside. Ben Sebastiani ahead 2-0. On the CCL summer, 0 for 13, a walk, a hit by pitch, that was in the second inning, and 8 strikeouts, one of which were in the 6th. He's now had 3-0 on Augusta, who in 13 appearances for the College of San Mateo had 11 walks in 23.2 innings, going with 23 strikeouts, so a live arm coming from a funky arm slot. 3-0, Sebastiani takes through the heart, 87, the count's 3 balls and 1 strike. Just 1 appearance for Braden so far this summer. He pitched in a bowl game against the Seagulls. This one's bounced up the middle. Walks gloves and throws behind the bag. Nice play by Kai Loxa to take a base hit away from Ben Sebastiani. 1 down. Just 1 inning on June the 14th against San Francisco. He allowed 3 earned runs, struck out 1, and gave up a couple of hits.
Sebastiani was really digging for first there. You can tell how bad he wanted that one. He almost looked like he was going to fall over. He was just pushing so hard to get there before the throw.
Augusta will now face another righty in Case Duramolar. 0 for 3, a ground out, a pop out, and a fly out. He swings first pitch and hits it foul. No balls and 1 strike. DeRomler out of the 9 spot today for Zach Pace. And he takes outside. The command a little bit erratic so far. It's been just a hitter and a half. He fell behind Ben Sebastiani 3 balls and no strikes, battled back to 3-1, and then got Ben to ground out 6-4. 1-1. DeRomler takes outside. A glove side miss on an 88-mile-per-hour fastball. Glove side, arm side, it means that for a righty, if he misses inside to a righty, he's missing towards his arm side, and if he misses outside, it's the glove side. DeRomler serves this one in to left, and it bounces in front of Ellis for a single. 3rd hit of the summer for Kays DeRomler. Stompers have another base runner. They've now done it in 7 of 8 innings. Keller Osbin up in the bullpen. Looks like he's going to be tasked with the 9th inning that the Stompers hope is not a save situation. It is as it stands now, but the Stompers have DeRomler at first with 1 out. Chase Taylor, the left-handed hitting center fielder, at the plate. Outside and low, kicks away from O'Rourke, not far enough for DeRomler to take second. 1 ball and no strikes. Chase today 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Strikeout, and he popped out to the catcher behind home plate in foul ground. He takes inside, backs off a fastball. The count's 2-0. Taylor, left-handed hitter, Los Medanos College, then transferred to UConn, where he plays currently. He takes a called strike over the outside edge. Fastball 2-1. Two and one. DeRomler from first. Taylor out ahead in the count. He takes up and away, 3-1. Keller Osbin 2 for 3 in save opportunities this summer. If the Stomps can add some runs, he'll have a chance at a 3rd. 3-1 to Taylor. Called strike. It's a fastball, bottom of the zone. Let's see if they send DeRomler on a payoff pitch with just 1 out. Trent Keys on deck. Not running. Taylor bounces it foul down the first base line.
One thing that Merchants pitching has done a really good job of this game, I feel like a lot of their 2-strike pitches, and a reason why the Stomps have struck out 4 times looking, especially Garcia and as the starter, just painting the zone, finding the black of Kyle Prager's outline.
3-2. DeRomler runs this time. Taylor's called out on strikes. Chase flipped the bat towards the Stomper dugout and started going to first. Zach Pace isn't going to appreciate that. 2nd time Taylor's struck out today. First one for Braden Acosta.
And again, another strikeout looking, just showing how the Merchants pitching, just doing a good job of knowing the zone.
DeRomler picks up his first steal of the summer on the play, and if Trent Keys can pick up a base hit, Stompers could add a run. He'll do it from ahead in the count 1-0. Augusta, a right-handed pitcher, delivers to the lefty Keys. Trent checks his swing, appeal to 3rd. No swing, says Blake Dempsey. I don't know. Maybe the home plate umpire should have appealed Ben Sebastiani's check swing in the 6th. Would have said he didn't go around. This one's a called strike on the inside corner. I think Trent went a lot further than Ben did. Keys trying to bring the run home from second or keep the line moving for Tino Vassell. Called strike right at the bottom of the zone that Prager's had today. That's a beautiful pitch. The count's 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a man at second base. Stompers lead at 5-2. Coming set at the belt is Braden Augusta. His pitch is taken low and outside, 3-2. Professional at bat as per usual from Trent Keys. Keller Osborne ready and waiting in the Stomper bullpen down that right field line. The question is, how many runs a cushion will he have? Payoff pitch to Keys. Low inside, ball 4. Trent's aboard for the 3rd time today.
Now batting, the third baseman from the University of San Francisco, number 21,
Tino Vassell walked in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, singled, stole 2 bases, and scored in the 5th, struck out again in the 7th. Two on and 2 out. Sonoma looking to extend a 3-run lead on the Merchants. Tino swings and hits it to second. Reeder goes the short way, and the side is retired for 6. The fielder's choice. Keller Osborne comes out to try and pick up his 3rd save of the summer. He's nursing a 5-2 Stompers lead. Last looks for the Merchants when we return for the 9th on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
Local expertise worldwide. Sotheby's International Realty is well known for their exceptional real estate agents that distinguish themselves in communities all over the world. To learn more about real estate in Napa, Sonoma, San Francisco, and the rest of the Bay Area, or around the globe, contact Sotheby's International Realty Wine Country Brokerage at 707-935-2288. That's 707-935-2288. Sotheby's International Realty. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to have Jacob's Restaurant providing all of our concessions this season. At the ballpark, you'll find gyros, Chicago dogs, pizza, and salads. But in their restaurant, you'll find an outstanding menu featuring the best Mediterranean-style offerings in town. Seafood linguine, chicken piccata, ravioli, risotto, pizza, and so much more. Don't forget to try their desserts. Jacob's Restaurant is located on 1266 Broadway, right next to Traintown. Jacob's Restaurant and the Sonoma Stompers, proud partners.
Keller Osborne comes in to try and pick up the save for Zach Pace, and the Stompers get the team to an 8-8 record. He's made 5 appearances. He's 0-1. He's also 2 for 3 in save opportunities. 7 innings pitched, a 3.86 ERA for Osborne, who went to Santa Rosa Junior College and then went home to Pueblo, Colorado, where he was born. He played his last college season at Colorado State Pueblo, and he fires a first pitch in there for a called strike 1. 84 miles an hour, he fills it up to Nathan Lynn. the Hofstra, member of the Hofstra Pride baseball team. Just low, 1-1, close pitch. It's been Zmolik to Blankenship, Harwell, Dickey, Tinsley. Osmond, the last man, hoping to close the door. 1-1, up and away.
And the issue with Osmond has been, even when he hasn't, he's gotten the save, he's given up base runners in those saves. You think back to San Francisco, bases loaded, nobody out, strikes out the side.
And this one hits Lynn in the front shoulder. 1 on with nobody out. And then another issue, gave up a game-tying home run to Carlos Cruz Mar.
And then allowed the Legends to take the lead, and that was his blown save.
Exactly. Tinsley's 1 inning of work had 2 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned and no walks. Coming into the game as a pinch runner, Peyton Robideau will come in to pinch run. So, Lynn out, Robideau in. Stomper infield needs a double play. Sonoma desperately needs to get back to that 500 mark going into a gauntlet of a week with 2 against the Merchants and 2 against the Crawdads. Runner at first is Robideau. Osmond from the slide step misses inside, 1-0. Devin Laginto available today in an emergency situation. Hopefully he doesn't have to pitch. 0-1, pours it in, 1-1. This one's bounced foul at the plate, 1-2. Robideau at first base is a two-way guy. He's yet to steal a base. He's a pitcher from Washington. He's at first. 1-2 pitch. Bounce towards second. Easy hop for your repair. To second for 1. Turn to first. Not in time. They say Trent Keys came off the bag. Angel Garcia, the catcher, is right behind the plate. Can't believe it. Neither can Trent Keys. It's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Ellis aboard.
No one out of a dugout for Sonoma. They're just happy, fine with the call.
Watching the replay, it's not a great angle, but I don't think he came off the bag. John Pierce disagreed. Osmond misses away. Last time there was a call that could have gone either way. It went to the Merchants, and it jump-started Alameda. Zmolik worked his way out of the inning. 1-0. Popped up, very shallow right field. Europero goes out, and it's the second baseman who makes the catch. Misael Europero doing it with the bat and the glove. Mercs down to their final out. It's going to be another pinch hitter. Fabian Gomez, a lefty, is going to hit for Ethan Reeder. Anything goes to end this ball game for the Stomps. Osmond sidesteps home and misses outside. One-oh. Tried to find that corner again, missed, 2-0. If Gomez can find any way aboard, Isaiah Landry's spot would come up in the order. There's a pinch hitter out on deck. He'd represent the tying run. 3-0. One more wide one would bring the tying run to the plate. A righty would hit in Landry's spot.
Osmond's just got to go in the zone in here and just trust his defense to make plays.
5-2 ball game in the 9th. One on. And a 3-0 green light for Fabian Gomez off the bench. I promise you, Zach Pace would never, ever do that. Wow. I don't think in the history of Zach Pace's tenure, anyone swung 3-0 losing in the 9th inning. Goodness. Osmond's back in this count. Gets a break. 3-1. Comes home. High ball 4.
I mean, you really would have liked to make that 3-0 swing and foul ball count for something, but
I honestly love it from Albert Luna. You've gone to your bench. This is a guy you want to come up. He's out there to go get an extra base hit. He draws a walk, and now another pinch hitter is Matt Gonsalves. He's the tying run. Here we go. Nothing easy for Keller Osmond and the Stompers. He replaces Isaiah Landry. I'm still shell-shocked at a 3-0 swing in a spot like that.
Rodriguez, not a pinch hitter, on deck.
Hopefully it doesn't matter, as that one misses low and away. Nathan Lynn was hit by a pitch. Tyson Ellis grounded into a fielder's choice. O'Rourke popped out. Another pinch hitter, and Gomez walked. 2 on, 2 out. 9th inning, 1-0 pitch. Hit him. The bases are loaded.
And it's hard not to think about that call at first that drew where the home plate the first place umpire John Pierce said that Trent Keys was drawn off the base. And now bases are loaded, 2 outs, and
what you gonna do about it now? Keller Osmond has to work his way out of the mess. Zach Pace is gonna come to the mound, and Zach Pace is gonna make the move. Second-year Stomper Devin Laginto. He knows the big moment. Here he comes. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 9th inning. Stompers lead by 3. We'll see if Laginto can get the job done on the other side.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana ice cream and treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Devin Laginto, a local righty, went to Rancho Cotati High School. Played a couple years for the Petaluma Leghorns. Got the nod to the Big Stomp squad last season. He had 2 memorable moments, 2 very memorable moments. He had a complete game shutout against the Menlo Park Legends on the road. He also started Game 1 of the CCL Championship Series. Delivered a great outing, a game the Stompers would eventually lose. He's out of the bullpen this season for Sonoma. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 9th, trying to finish off this Father's Day victory for the Stomps. Laginto's first pitch, right through the heart, 0-1. Nico Rodriguez, 0 for 4, struck out in the first, grounded out in the 3rd, flew out in the 6th, struck out again in the 8th.
But if you look at his stats against the Stompers, he has been really, really solid against Sonoma entering today.
Osmond loaded the bases. Laginto tries to get out of it. The pitch just low, 1-1. No wins come easy here at Arnold Field. It's been an up and down start to the year for the Stomps, looking to get back to the 500 mark, heading into a couple of off days. Bases juiced, 1-1 pitch with 2 outs. Laginto fires. This one's chopped to second. Europero comes in, underhands to first, in time! Devin Laginto comes in with the bases loaded and secures a 5-2 Stompers victory. Zach Pace on Father's Day gets the win for his ball club, and Sonoma improves to 8-8 on the season. They salvage a week at a 3-3 record. Sonoma wins it by the final score of 5-2. Ken Blankenship, your winning pitcher. Alex James, your loser. And Devin Laginto gets his second save of the summer. We'll be back with the rest of the totals in the post-game wrap after this.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
Stompers get the win on a Sunday night in Sonoma by the final score of 5-2. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, triumphs over 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Misael Europero, his first 2 extra base hits of the summer, an RBI double in the 3rd, and a 2-run home run in the 5th. The Garcia-Europero cousin duo drives in 4 out of the 5. Mike Jones, an RBI single in the 7th. That's 5 runs. An RBI double play in a no RBI, a double play that forces home a run in the 4th is a run, and then an RBI double in the 8th is the other one for Alameda. Luke Samolik to Ken Blankenship, Wesley Harwell, Riley Dickey, Aiden Tinsley, Keller Osmond, and finally Devin Laginto. Zach Pace uses 7 arms to secure his 8th win of the season. Ken Blankenship, the winner, 1-0. Alex James, the loser, 0-1. Devin Laginto, his second save. And Nate, the Stompers fixed 2 things that had plagued them all year. They struggled to get crooked numbers in the middle innings, and they struggled with big hits with runners on base. Misael Europero almost single-handedly changed that.
Yeah, really impressive day from Europero. Obviously, the hits are the things that are going to jump out to you. But, I mean, I think the 2 aspects of this game that really stood out to me, Kieran, it was a great defensive day. Europero made some great plays over at second, especially to end that 9th inning. And then it was the pitching. 4 hits, 2 runs allowed. That will be very competitive as the season goes on. The Merchants are a really pesky lineup. Entered today hitting just under 300 as a team, second best in the league. And you held them to 4 hits, 2 runs. That is a really encouraging sign. That is the biggest victory from tonight.
Our next Stompers broadcast will be Wednesday. Audio only on the road against the Crawdads, the second time those 2 teams have met this season. The Stompers and the Merchants now in a virtual tie for 3rd place in the CCL North. The Stompers go to 8-8. The Merchants drop to 6-6. Sonoma 7-4 at home, and now level the season series with Alameda. A happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the Stompers organization. Zach Pace, Paul Madarena, Trey Dunya, and to all the fathers out there who've stuck with us here on a Sunday night. The game took 3 hours and 7 minutes, but it ends. The good guys win it. Sonoma wins it by the score of 5-2. Your winner, Blankenship, loser, James, the save to Leginto. Stompers in the crawdad on Wednesday. Our coverage starts at 3:45. But for now, on a Sunday night in Sonoma, Stompers get the victory, 5-2. I'm Kieran Costa for my broadcast partner, Nate Martin and Luca Sebastiani, saying so long on a Sunday night.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. We're scheduled